So,
Can you send me the link I can send to jury?
yeah, I think I just messaged it to you, but it's twitch.tv/red lightning black market.
Okay. Got it. All right, it's tweeted. Posted to the jury. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Welcome, guys, to finale night. Congratulations to all six of you. All six of you have played an amazing game. Loved watching y'all play. Each of y'all have y'all's unique story and deserve to be here. So we're really eager to see how this is going to play out. So we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to start with an HOH competition. The HOH competition, who's outgoing HOH? Shorty, you're outgoing HOH, so you cannot compete in this competition. There are other 5 of you will be competing. It's going to be a knockout competition, as you probably have guessed. But the format's going to be a little different. So I have 2 decks of cards here. They're all shuffled together. Give it one good shuffle again. And we're going to place higher or lower. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to, I guess I'll just hold the deck. I will put a card up. You will then have to guess whether the next card is going to be higher or lower. If you get it correct, you stay in the game. And then whatever card is next, you will then pick the person who will then answer, who will guess higher or lower to that card. Okay? If they get it right, they will then pick who gets the next card. So on and so forth until there's one person left. If you get it wrong, you're eliminated. If it's the same number, then we'll draw another card. So if it's a 6 and you say higher and it's a 6, we'll do the next one. Okay? Now each one of you have 5 throwaway. Oh, each one of you have 1 throwaway. So if you get a card you don't like, you can throw it away and get a new card. And whatever that one is, you're stuck with because you used your 1 throwaway. If you get it wrong and you did not use your throwaway, then you're eliminated. You can't say, oh, I want to use my throwaway and get a new card. No, you missed your opportunity. You're eliminated. Does anyone have any questions?
Is ace high or low?
Ace is high. Good question. Thank you for asking. Ace is the highest, 2 is the lowest. There's no jokers. It's all numbers and faces. Any other questions?
Yeah, you mentioned if like you get it right, you pick someone. If you get it wrong, do you also pick someone, or does the person that picked you have to pick someone else?
If you get it wrong, you're out, but you do pick the next person.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you for clearing that up. I didn't specify. All right. So we did a wheel to decide who goes first, and Jeremy, you are first. So
moment we've all been waiting for.
Believe in you, Jeremy.
okay, y'all can see the cards. All right, Jeremy. Here's your first card. It's 3.
Okay.
You don't have to use the. You can just say it.
More.
All right, higher. So it's the queen. Who do you want to get the queen to?
Let's pass it to Jake.
All right, Jake. Next card, higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower. Next card is a 5. Who do you want to give the 5 to?
I'll give it to Jer Bear. Right back at you.
It's giving obsession, but let's go.
I know. I am obsessed.
All right, I'll say higher.
All right. The next card is a 6. Good.
All right. This could go either way, right? Let's get it back to Jake.
All right, Jake.
I'll go higher.
All right. The next card is a king. Good call.
I'll throw that to Laura.
All right, Laura.
Lower.
Lower. 2.
Let's go to Herb.
All right, Herb, your pick.
Yeah, higher.
Higher. Ooh, the 3.
Let's go to Jake.
Jake.
Higher.
Higher.
Okay.
Jack.
Leah, let's get you involved.
I know, right?
Like,
I'm like, I'm in. I'll go lower.
Lower. Oh, it was actually higher. It was an ace. Sorry, Leah, you've been eliminated, but who do you want to have the ace?
I'll give it to Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy, your pick.
I'm gonna go lower on this one.
Jack.
Let's see. I'll pass it over to Laura.
Lower.
9.
Let's go to Jake.
I'm gonna throw that one away.
Okay. Your new card is
Oh,
a 10.
Lower.
Most people would have probably said higher on a 9, so that was a good throwaway. You said lower?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, it's a king. Sorry, Jake, you've been eliminated. Do you want to pass?
Herb.
All right.
I'm gonna go lower, sir.
All right.
Ace.
Hey,
Queen.
go Leah.
Leah. So we have Laura, Jeremy, and Herb.
Jeremy.
I'm gonna go lower. I'll pass it back.
All right, Herb.
Just throw that one away.
Throw it away. All right. Next card is a 4.
Higher.
Higher. 9.
Let's go Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I'm gonna throw it away.
All right. I think Laura's the only one who hasn't used her throwaway, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
All right.
higher on this one.
Higher. 7.
I'll give it to Laura.
We're gonna throw that one away.
All right. New card is a 5.
Higher.
You're correct.
Let's go with Jeremy with that one.
All right, Jeremy.
I'll shoot for lower on this one.
All right, 8 going to.
Ooh!
Good
Hey.
call.
Yeah.
7.
Damn.
I'm gonna pass it to Herb.
Ay. Higher.
All right, and the next card is
Ay.
a 4. Sorry, Herb, you've been eliminated. Who do you want to pass the 4 to?
Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy.
Let's go higher.
Higher. An ace. Laura.
Lower.
10. Jeremy.
Lower.
Ooh, it's a queen. Sorry, Jeremy, you've been eliminated. That means, Laura, you're the new HOH. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
All right. We are going to go ahead and give you 5 minutes to give us your nominees. You can pitch each other or talk out loud, however it is you want to do it. As soon as you are ready, lock them in your diary room, and then we'll announce them. So, Sarah, can you give them 5 minutes?
Yep, I got 5 minutes.
Bear Bear. It felt like we were on a date at first. Just
I
passing
know.
it back and forth.
We couldn't stop talking to each other.
I mean, we can go to a casino on the first date, okay?
Yeah, we clearly have really good luck. Me a little bit better than you, but you know.
I mean, yeah, I know, right? unscrewed in every luck one so far, so let's keep it going.
Yeah, it would be a shame if you were put up this round, right?
Would be. I mean, that's what you were telling people to do all day today, so.
Hayden, Lisa's trying to get into the Zoom call. Can you,
Yeah, one sec. Let's see.
Okay.
Sorry, I must have. Oh, yeah. She's there.
Okay, there's Lisa.
Lisa.
Hey, that was fun trying to get in.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if you missed it, but Laura just won HOH, so she's HOH, and we're waiting for her to lock in her nominees.
Oh my god. When are we doing the battle outfit contest? Huh?
You just want me to say I'm here.
Sarah, what'd you say?
Do you just want me to nom here, or do you need it in my diary room?
You need to lock it in your diary room, and then you can announce if you want. Okay. All right, you can go and announce.
Okay, I'm going to do Jeremy and Leah here.
All right. Jeremy and Leah, both of y'all have been nominated. Since we're down to 6 people, all 6 of you will be competing in the Power Veto today. So what the first Power Veto is going to be is, how bad do you want it, Power Veto? Hold up.
What?
What do I want? You know what I want. Depends,
Sarah, will
actually.
you keep score on this? Or at least one of y'all? Okay. So the way this is going to work... Leah, can you mute your mic for a minute? Okay. There's a lot of background noise, that's why. So the way this is going to work, we're going to ask you a question. If you choose to accept what's the penalty or the negative question, whatever it is, if you choose to accept it, a punishment, we'll call it a punishment. If you choose to accept the punishment, you must do said punishment, but then you will earn 1 point. We'll ask 5 questions, and at the end of 5 questions, whoever has the most points will be the winner of the Power Veto. Are there any questions?
Is like action, like we're doing something, like.
Yeah, some of them will be actions. Some of them will be promises you have to uphold. Some of them may be competitions you sit out of. It'll be things along those natures. Let me refresh you. It's up to you whether or not you want to accept it. You do not have to accept it.
And multiple people can accept one thing?
Yes, multiple people can accept it. So if I ask y'all the first punishment and all of you want to accept it, then everyone gets 1 point. Okay?
Other question. What if there's a tie at the end?
We're prepared.
Okay.
All right. First question is, and in between each question, you got 30 seconds to answer, and you're going to answer in your diary room whether I accept or I do not accept. One of the 2 answers. Okay? Who is willing, first question, who is willing for the next minute have a dance party on the Zoom and dance for all our spectators? So in your diary room, let us know if you're willing to accept this punishment or if you do not want to accept it.
How many points?
1. Each question's 1 point.
Oh, okay.
It was like, if it's 5 points, I'll do it.
Shit, I'm doing it for 1 point, buddy. Don't you worry.
I mean, who would say no?
Right? We're here to party.
Awesome.
Finale day. Let's go, guys.
All right, Sarah, you're or Lisa, one of y'all keeping score? Okay. All right. All 6 of you accepted this punishment. So we'll go ahead and put 60 seconds on the clock. Go ahead, y'all.
We gotta stand up?
Yeah, however y'all want to do it. We gotta be dancing.
There's no music. It's weird.
Right.
You can't on Twitch. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
I don't want to be chicken.
I love watching this. This is so
like
fun.
A lot of y'all doing the same thing. Someone do the robot.
I can't do that.
The Macarena.
All right, 30 seconds left.
Oh wow, that was a long.
Stu cheered 100 bits, said excited to see Jake dance. Quavo cheered 5 bits, said let's go Queen Laura. Thanks,
Oh,
Quavo.
screw you, Clay.
15 more seconds.
Oh, Steve said this is named. Oh, I haven't. Yeah.
I don't know the rhythm now.
Jeremy looks like he just won the HOH.
All right, time is up. All right, everyone got a point on that one.
Who wants to see my HOH movie?
I have huge windows around me, by the way. You guys are in the comfort of your bedrooms, so that was a lot more fun.
Yeah. Other people in there with you?
No, but people were walking around like, what the hell? It was nice. Good times.
All right, moving on to our next question. Who is willing to give up their next vote to evict? So if you're a nominee or HOH and you don't get to place your vote this round, you will be forfeiting your next vote that you're able to cast. So if you want to accept this punishment, let us know if you accept it or you do not, and you guys have 30 seconds.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. It looks like 3 of you have accepted this punishment. Laura, Leah, and Jeremy, all 3 accepted, and you will not. The next vote you're able to cast, you will not cast a vote. All right.
Wait, who was it again?
Jeremy, Laura, and Leah.
Okay.
All right. The next question. Who is willing to sit out of the next power of veto to win this power of veto? So again, just like the last one, if you're a nominee and don't play, or if whatever reason, you won't play in the next POV that you're able to. So you have 30 seconds to accept or decline.
These are hard.
How bad do you want it?
I want it pretty bad.
Okay, we were just asked in the diary room. Yes, we said this at the beginning of the game, but we'll reiterate it in case you don't know. Even if you do not win this power veto, if you accepted the punishment, you have to follow through with it.
Hey, can you guys number your answers? So like the next one, just put a 4 in front of it.
So there's a next one.
There's
Oh, yeah.
5.
There's 5 rounds. All right, it looks like 3, 4, 5 of you have decided to accept this offer. The only one who did not was Laura, so everyone else will be sitting out of the next power veto.
Except for Laura.
Except for Laura. Yeah, correct.
Congrats, Laura. You won power veto next round.
Wow.
All right. Next question. Who is willing to sit out of the next HOH to win this power veto? Okay. It looks like we have the answers. One of you, only one of you, it looks like, has accepted this punishment. Laura, you will not sit out of the next you will sit out of the next HOH. You're eligible to play. All right. Question number 4. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is question number 5. So this answer will be in dollar increment. The highest increment and the highest increment will win this point. If there's a tie, then both of you will get the point. How much of the $250 grand prize up to $125 are you willing to lose to win this power of veto? Again, I'll repeat it. How much of the $250 are you willing to lose up to maximum of $125 are you willing to give up to win this power of veto? And it's an increment, and only the highest increment will get this point.
So if you don't get the point, are you held to it still?
Well, you wouldn't get the point for the round. No.
Okay.
But if you do get it and win, you're owed that.
Or that comes out of your winnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get an update on scores, or?
Well, we're about to announce.
Oh.
Okay, I think we have them all. All right. It looks like 2 people have said the maximum of 125. And those people are Laura and Leah. So, write that down. All right. So at the end of all 5 rounds, can you reveal the score, whichever one else keeps the score?
Yep. So we do have a tie. Both 2 players have 4 points. That's Leah and Laura.
Okay. So one of you is about to win the power of veto. We are going to go to our tiebreaker question, and luckily we are prepared.
Always.
All right. Just have it pulled up. All right. This question is for Laura and Leah. The answer will be a number. You will answer the number in your diary room. The person who is closest to the number without going over will be the winner. If both of you go over, whoever is closest will be the winner. If there's a tie, we'll go to another tiebreaker question. But we'll give you all, let's say 15 seconds. It needs to be quick to answer this question. Are you ready? All right. How many total votes to evict were cast this season if you only added the votes from the person who was not evicted? So if it was 9-2, you would add the 2, the person who is not evicted. You added all those up for the whole season so far. How many votes to evict would that be? 15 seconds. All right. We have a winner. Wow. Wow. So the correct answer to that is 15. One of you was over by 1. So the winner of the power veto with 10 is Leah. Congratulations. You have won the power veto.
That's Leah.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So you 2 minutes. I mean, if you need 2 minutes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I'm I'm gonna take myself off. Thank you.
All right. Leah, you are safe, and Laura will give you 3 minutes to think of your replacement nominee and lock it in your diary room. That was close.
I think I counted the 3 votes on David when he actually wasn't evicted.
Hmm.
When Herb was technically evicted but brought back.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So he still was technically evicted. Power just brought him back.
Check your DR.
Mason shared 10 bits, said bits from our enemy / bestie Laura. Thank you, Mason.
Okay, all right. Laura has locked in her replacement nominee. Go ahead, Laura.
Jake.
All right. That means Jake and Jeremy. The 2 of you are now facing eviction. We'll give you guys 5 minutes to place your vote to evict. And Jake and Jeremy, you can plead your cases now. 5 minutes starts now.
Whose vote is it? Is it only Shorty and Herb voting, right? Because Leah, you gave up your vote, right? In the POV comp.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, that works for this one, not the next. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So your next vote that you're able to do, which will be this one. Thank you.
Okay.
I was just checking. I mean, like.
So that would be Shorty and Herb are the only 2 people that are voting.
I would say, keep me over the person that did sleep through an episode or a veto or anything like that. I've tried to be here every day and played real hard to be here, and I want to see the 5 people that played a really good game and were here the whole time to get to the next stage. So that's what I'm going to plead my case as.
Good for you. I don't have to discredit anybody's game. I never missed a full episode. I missed a couple competitions, voted in every single thing, talked to everybody here. And obviously, if he's saying that my game was so much worse, he's implying that his game is so much better. I'm not going to rag on it. He's played an amazing game, and I think you all recognize that. So that is up to you to decide if you want to keep the bigger competition, the better player, like he says, up to you.
I didn't say I was a better player. I misspoke. I meant someone that was here the whole time, and that was just what I was going at.
Yeah, well, you implied it.
Okay, you played a great game.
Thank you.
I already told you that. I already told you that in our DMs today. But yeah.
Yep.
I love feuding with you the past 48 hours.
Yes, it's been fun, but I hope it ends here in a way that I prefer.
You really want to go to the jury that bad? Wow.
No, I don't.
No. It's all good. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
Leah, is there a way you can not have the TV in the background just because Twitch is... Yeah, I don't... It's probably not a problem, but you never know with... Yeah, thank you.
The Laker game.
Yeah, no.
The Laker game. Oh, basketball, yeah.
I thought you guys would be drinking more. I gotta be honest.
I still am drinking that really crappy gay seltzer I got 3 weekends ago, wherever this game started. It's absolutely horrendous. It is papaya and passion fruit, which I thought would taste great, but it doesn't at all.
Well,
I'm drinking White Claw.
that'd be. I'm drinking a Dalmore 15.
What's a Dalmore 15?
It's Scotch.
Oh, see, the last time I drank liquor on a live show, I don't remember the end of it. People probably saw the videos of it. I know, Lord. You have? Booty camp.
Twitter.
I know.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it. Where can I find it?
You have to if you DM Teddy/Mitch, he will send you plenty of clips of Brit. Me sending Brit to jury before the final two, and she said, "Let's take a shot before jury question," and he said, "Why not after?" And she says, "Why not both?"
Why not both?
And she starts pouring a shot with the cap of tequila still on the bottle.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We'll give it another minute.
B saying shared one bet said Jake is too sober. Steve USA said that.
Right.
Steve USA said they got to mute Discord.
What?
I think he's just talking about he hears the Discord beeps or something. I don't know.
This is the longest 5 minutes of my life.
It's a very long 5 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, all right, we have the votes. By a vote of 2-0, Jeremy, you've been evicted.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Game, Jeremy.
Well, congratulations,
Jeremy,
Jake.
played
There's
an
only,
amazing game.
there's only one person in this game that I would be happy to vote for, and they're the one that I told them just a couple minutes ago I was going to work with them till the end. They know who they are. The rest of you, I would be sad to vote one of you, honestly. I didn't like playing with y'all. That's a lie. I'm just being dramatic. But but no, I only like one of y'all in game-wise right now. Laura, I don't really understand. But yeah,
Hopefully
I guess
at the end you will.
no, I won't. Well, maybe I will, but I won't care. But good luck.
True.
Bye, Jeremy. You played an amazing game. We've loved having you. Great redemption.
It was a ton of fun.
All right. Final five. Congrats to all five of you for making it here.
Let's go.
Yeah. Wow.
We're going to go ahead and move right into our next HOH competition.
Did I give this up? No.
A few of you cannot compete in this competition. Laura, you're outgoing HOH, so you cannot compete. Actually, I think the rest of you can. Double checking. Decline. Yeah, all the other four of you are able to compete in this competition. Laura, you're the only one that can because you're outgoing HOH. So now you're going to need your more, less, or same cards for this competition. We are going to ask you a question. We ask that we can see your hands for this competition because you're not supposed to be messaging people or anything like that. So please try to keep your hands visible at all times. We'll ask you a question, and then before you don't show your answer, we're going to ask you to lock in your answer. So then have it ready to show, and then when we say reveal, turn it around and then show us your answer. Okay? We have 10 questions. At the end of 10 questions, whoever has the most points will be the HOH. If there's a tie, we have a tiebreaker question. Lisa or Sarah, can one of y'all add Jeremy to jury, please?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Do the four of y'all have any questions? Okay. All right. We are going to go on with our first question. So we're going to say the number and then we're going to say the question. Okay. So the number is 8. And the question is the total number of votes to evict David this whole season. Is it more, less, or the same as 8?
Are you counting
Oh.
time I was sick?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, that's what screwed up the last count, right?
The total number of votes to evict David this season.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. The number is 8. Do what?
Does it include? Are you considering when we did face-to-face? No, it's now. Never mind.
So I'll read it again. The total number of votes to evict David this season, 8. Is it more, less, or same? Lock in your answers and reveal. The correct answer is more. There was actually 9 votes to evict David this season. So Herb, Shorty got it correct. Sarah, oh, I'll keep scoring. Herb, Shorty, 1. All right. Moving on to our next question.
I can keep score, Christian.
Okay.
And so it's Herb and Shorty with 1, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. The total number of points Jeremy had when he won the Pick Your Corner Immunity Challenge. Is it more, less, or the same as 10? Again, I'll repeat. The Pick Your Corner Immunity Challenge, where you had to pick which corner to hide under, did Jeremy have in total 10 points? More, less, or same? Lock in your answers and reveal. The correct answer is more. He actually had 11 points. So Shorty, Jake, and Herb get a point. Moving on to the third question. How many total number of times has the POV been used this season? I will repeat. How many total number of times has the POV been used this season? The number is 11. Is it more, less, or the same as 11? Lock in your answers and reveal. Okay. So it was 11, but Leah just used it, so it makes it 12. So the answer is more. So all 4 of you got it correct.
I didn't realize last
So we
round
count
counted.
the wins now.
Yeah, I said this whole season.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay, that's
Okay, and to confirm, all 4 got it correct?
No, all 4 got it wrong.
Oh, all 4 got it wrong.
All my counting today.
Okay. The next question, question 4. The total number of times someone received only 3 votes to be evicted this whole season. I'll repeat. The total number of times someone received only 3 votes to be evicted. And it's 3. Is it more, less, or the same as 3? All right. Lock in and reveal. The answer was more. 4 different times someone received only 3 votes to evict. Okay. Moving on to question 5. The number is 3, and it was the round that Teddy went out on during the Emoji Movie POV. Was it more, less, or the same as 3? Again, the round that Teddy went out during the Emoji Movie POV. Is it more, less, or same as 3? Lock in your answers and reveal. That was round 3. All of you got it incorrect. It was same.
What is the score?
What are you talking about? When he got evicted?
No, during the Emoji Movie POV that we played, it was played in rounds. We were asking what round did he get eliminated from the competition.
Okay.
I thought it was the unscramble the word.
Okay. Lisa, we're halfway through. Can you give a score update?
Yeah, Herb has 2, Shorty has 2, and Jake has 1.
Okay. Moving on
game,
to
guys.
moving on to question 6. The total number of votes Jack Matthews got when we asked y'all to vote for one house guest whose placement we would reveal in announcements. Is it more, less, or the same as 5? Again, I will repeat. The total number of votes that Jack Matthews got when we asked y'all in announcements which one of the 3 house guests whose placement would you like us to reveal? Is it more, less, or same as 5? Lock in and reveal. It was actually less. It was 4 and 4, and someone switched to Devon to make it 5. So he actually had 4. So Herb and Jake get a point. Moving on to question number 7. The number of nominations Megan received during the face-to-face nominations during the second round, the revote. Was it more, less, or the same as 5? Again, the number of nominations Megan received during the face-to-face nominations during the second round, the revote. Is it more, less, or the same as 5? Lock in your answers and reveal. The correct answer is same. Herb gets a point on that one. All right.
I didn't hear what you said. What was the answer?
Same.
The correct answer was same. It was 5. All right, moving on to question 8. This one's a hard one, so good luck. The combined number of rankings you get when you add together Legit and Shad's score during the circle ranking, when we asked y'all to rank each other from 1 to 8, when you combine Legit and Shad's total scores, is it more, less, or the same as 82?
Can we get that one more time, please?
Who was it?
Sure. So during the circle competition where y'all ranked each other on a scale of 1 to 8, at the end we posted everyone's ranking and what they got. If you add Legit and Shad's score together, is it more, less, or the same as 82? All right, lock it in and reveal. The correct answer was less. Shad scored 33 and Legit scored 46, making it 79. So the correct answer is less. Jake and Leah get a point. All right, moving on to question 9. During the Survivor simulation, we posted the placements of all 20 house guests. If you add up the placements of Rachel, Janelle, and Willie, is it more, less, or the same as 22? Again, if you add up the placements of Rachel, Janelle, and Willie, is it more, less, or the same as 22? Lock it in and reveal. The correct answer is more. Janelle scored 13, Rachel scored 6, Willie scored 4, making it 23, so it's one more. Moving on to question 10 and our final question. The score that Shad had earned that won him the second power of veto over the season, it was the God Hop, the one where you jump across the... was it more, less, or the same as 29? Again, the score that Shad got that earned him the second power veto of the season, was it more, less, or the same as 29? Lock it in and reveal. The correct answer is more. Herb got a point on that.
Congrats, Herb.
Thank you, guys.
I believe Herb is HOH, but can we go ahead and reveal the score?
Yep, absolutely. Congratulations, Herb, with 6 points. You are the new HOH.
Congrats, Herb.
Thank you, guys, very much.
All right, Herb, we'll give you 5 minutes to lock in your 2 nominees in your diary room. And then once you lock them in, we'll announce them out loud.
Megan cheered 100 said Jake and Laura is hot. Thank you, Megan. Wade said don't know anyone here, so send my love to everyone here. Herb, you look fanatically dressed. He might have meant fantastically, but he said fanatically. But
He's a fanatic.
It makes sense.
Christine said I'd like it to be known that I'm also drinking a lot. Thanks, Christine. And Christine
Cheers,
also
Christine.
said. Christine also said, how's it going to work if Laura's just the POV winner? LOL. Stu cheered 100 said, Herb for POV.
He can't participate.
I was about to say,
I feel like he knows. I feel like this is.
I mean, it's just like. Oh boy.
Okay, Herb has made his nominations. Herb, do you want to go ahead and announce?
Yeah, I've nominated Leah and Jake.
All right. Leah and Jake, both of y'all have been nominated. All right. Well, I mean, this is the repercussions of our last POV. Only one of you chose to participate in the POV, so by default, we had a cute little competition planned for y'all too. But anyway, congratulations, Laura. You won the power of veto. So we'll give you 20 minutes to decide if you want to use it in your.
You're going to give me 20 minutes?
I mean, 2 minutes. I was reading a text message. 2 minutes. We'll give you 2 minutes to decide if you want to use this in your diary room, or if you're ready, you can just go ahead and announce it out loud. But we'll give you 2 minutes. And there's almost a hype train, y'all. So.
Yeah, got level 1, the hype train there, 75% way through level 1. So thanks so much, everyone. And Christian cheered 1,000 bits. Said thank you, Hayden, for hosting us tonight. Thanks so much, Christian. Really appreciate it. Enjoy hosting your games. So thank you. Megan cheered 100 bits. Said when is Jake gonna strip? Thank you, Megan.
I think we'll get banned. I don't know. I am not wearing any underwear, guys, just so you know. Because I'm wearing running shorts. They have underwear in them.
Okay, Jake has saved me a million times this season with veto, so I'm just going to return the favor.
Okay.
Thanks,
Laura has taken Jake off the block. Herb, we would give you time for a replacement nominee, but I believe you only have one option here. So that means, Shorty, you are now by default on the block next to Leah. So Leah and Shorty, the two of you are now going to face eviction. We'll give y'all 5 minutes. Or Laura, you cannot vote, I believe. Jake, I believe you can. Let me double check.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay.
I didn't vote last. Oh wait, yeah, I never gave up my vote. I didn't give up my vote.
Who doesn't vote?
Hold on.
Laura, I think.
Hold on, let me double check something.
Because I only said no to veto and dance. I said.
Yeah. So question 2 was who's going to give up their next vote to win our veto, and Jake, on question 2, you declined. So you are the sole vote to evict. Shorty and Leah, 5 minutes. I guess you're talking directly to Jake if you'd like to talk to him or message him, however you want to do it. But Jake will give you 5 minutes to make this decision.
I would like to say I hope that you could keep me. If not, it is what it is. But I think I fought really hard to be here, so nothing against Leah, but I would like to stay. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about Shorty or anything, but I obviously would love to stay as well. I feel like I've been on the block pretty much half the game, so, I mean, I would love to make it as far as possible, and keep going, because this is fun, and, yeah.
Both of your games have been great. I like both of you tremendously. I've loved getting to know you both. But I made a promise to a Final Four alliance, and so I'm going to be evicted, Leah. I'm sorry. It was our goal to get our +4 to the Final Four, and I got to see that through. And you played an amazing game. I love talking to you, and I really hope to see you around more.
Cool. Thank you.
Played an amazing game. We've loved having you. Definitely a deserving player. So
Yeah,
congratulations
you
on
played
making
an
it this far. You did
amazing game.
amazing. So
I'm so glad you ended up applying.
Thank you guys. Honestly, one of the greatest stories I've played. So you guys are super organized and awesome, and I really appreciate that. So thanks for having me. I'll come back. I'll see these bitches. I'm not just kidding. I love you guys. Yeah.
No! I'm so excited we got to play together because I've seen you around.
I know, right?
So happy.
I've been a fan of yours forever, Jake. So I'm happy. It's an honor to be evicted by you. Love you guys. Thank you.
so you don't have to leave the Zoom, but you do have to turn off your camera. We will be needing you really soon. But yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you. Final four. Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Anxious fucks. Anxious fucks. We did it.
Love that for y'all. Congratulations. Great game, all four of you. So now we are going to move on to the biggest thing that we've had planned for the season since the beginning. We're now going to put a pause on Big Brother rules. We're going to have an immunity competition that all four of you will be playing in. I highly, highly recommend you win this competition to save yourself from a lot of stress. But we'll be having an immunity competition right now. It's going to be a quick competition, just like the last one. It's going to go very quickly. It's going to be a cryptograph. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I'm going to post an example of one in House Guest chat so you can see what it looks like. But pretty much it's a puzzle.
Oh, great.
All right. Posting it now. So this isn't the particular puzzle we're going to be doing, but this is an example of what it looks like. The alphabet will be above, and there'll be certain numbers that signify where it lines in the puzzle, and it'll be up to you to decipher what letters go from there. Okay, so you'll get a couple that are correct, and then it's up to you to work off of that. Okay, it'll be just like this. It'll have the alphabet up above. And you can literally type in the letters, what number you think it is, and it'll add it into the puzzle. So the first person to send us, you don't have to send us a screenshot, but send us the correct phrase in your diary room will be the winner. There's only one phrase. Do y'all have any questions?
No.
No? Okay.
Can you play?
You're posting it in our diary rooms?
No, I think I'm going to post it in House Guest chat, but I'm going to turn off so that no one can view other than y'all, so that there's no outside help. Y'all should still be able to see House Guest chat, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, it's going to go quick, so when I send this to y'all, get moving. The first person, don't say it out loud, send it in your diary room. All right.
House Guest chat, right?
Yeah, I'm copying it. I'll
Like, I don't see it.
That doesn't help the anxious fucks one bit.
No.
Okay, it's coming in House Guest chat. Control V. Good luck, all four of you.
Wait, I got a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, Christian's the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I copied the wrong one. Pause. That was the POV that y'all didn't get to play just now. It was the memory of all POV. Okay. Give me 1 second. I copied the wrong one.
I'm like, there's no letters.
Oh, that's suspense. Okay, give me one moment.
Wait.
Like, why is Jeremy's face staring at me?
Wade said Laura better save Herb with the POV. Like, don't you have to save the guy who's basically a nickname for Mary Jane?
That's correct.
Is that?
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
He wasn't even on the block. He had HOH.
I know. I was confused about it too, but I was just reading it. Christine said Simpsons quote: "The two sweetest words in the English language: default, default." Thank you, Christine. And Wade said not the 20-minute POV wait. Megan cheered. 7-bit said Hayden's voice is sexy. Oh, thanks, Megan. And also cheered. 10-bit said Hayden spy. Oh, people are calling me a spy because I speak Russian. But yeah.
Me, really?
Yeah, I studied abroad there.
Я знаю чуть-чуть.
Okay, all right, I got it.
These are nice.
Hayden, were you done reading bits, or do you have a couple more?
Yeah, finish reading.
Wait.
Okay. All right. I got it. I made sure. I double checked. All right.
Okay.
First one to send us the phrase in their diary room is the winner and is mean for this part. Good luck, all four of you.
Holy Jesus. What the Wait. What? I'm confused. Shit. Oh. What?
The suspense.
Um. Jeez, no idea. What do the letters mean? Or the numbers? I'm so lost.
It's a code. Numbers at top will signify a letter at the bottom.
Yeah, so if you put a number under the letter at the top, it'll fill in all of the spaces with that number with that letter.
Use trial and error.
Oh.
All right, we have a winner. One of you just submitted, and they are correct. The phrase was losers focus on winners and winners focus on winning. And the person who got that correct was Laura. So congratulations,
Congrats, Laura.
You have immunity.
Thank you.
So, Jake, Shorty, and Herb, the three of you are going to face eviction. But
Can
before
I
we
guess
do,
who's coming back to vote?
I don't think it's going to play out exactly how you think it's going to play out. I think it's going to be a little bit different than what you're expecting. But Hayden, can you send me the link? Oh, is it the same? Can I use the same link or is it expired?
Same link for what? Sorry, the Zoom link.
Just join the Zoom call.
You should be able to use the same link. Yeah. Steve said Laura Queen. No, that's right. Thanks, Steve. Steve
Oh,
used it.
Steve, thank you.
Stu cheered 100 bit said yes, Laura. Thank you, Stu.
That was impressive. That was. I still
That was
don't.
so hard.
Like,
There was so many ends.
It
was
Like,
like,
I
what
tried-
other O word starts with besides of is 2 letters? I could not
I
think
did
of
the
on.
same thing. I was like, and then I was like,
I put of in there, and I was like, that's way too many F's. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Livy cheered 3 bits and said, Hayden, tell Laura I love her, and she's the best friend ever, and I raced home for her from Danny. Oh, yes, that was from Danny. Thanks, Danny / Livy.
All right, Hayden, you should get a lot of people entering the Zoom now.
Yep.
Hello, Christine. Beautiful as always.
So when these people join, we can't have any game talk at first. Say hello or whatever it is you want to say, but keep the game talk to the zero for now.
Your boobs look great, Christine.
Thank you. I also just want to say cheers. They said there's none of
Cheers.
drinking. This is especially for her because Canadians.
I'm waiting for Teddy to
like,
show up.
cold,
I think
like,
the audience
country.
wants Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Oh, where is Mitch? He was here earlier. I love how just see Aiden's face.
Who's Mitch?
Like,
I only know Teddy.
yeah, I know. Jeremy, you're just sinking lower and lower.
Yeah.
And when you were dancing, it was just like spinning in a circle, and then like you look like you're lost in like another dimension.
Yeah, I was just
I
really
have my like cool cover for this.
I was really in the zone.
Hi, Leah. Are we just missing Ted? So much Mitch?
I think
No, we
we're
need
missing-
the jet.
Yeah, everyone's coming.
That's hysterically. Oh, fuck, I forgot when I like flicked my hair up, I was gonna hit myself with the light, so all the sparkles just went.
Very sparkly.
Is that or the
All right,
gold
they're
cat suit, though?
Hey, Teddy.
Megan.
Hi.
Hi, Megan.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Wait, Megan's here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sienna.
Issue?
It's Sienna.
Everybody's here. I thought it was
Oh
a
my
jury.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're missing
Jesus Christ.
2 more
Megan, you're so
people. 1 more
cute.
second. Just to go, thank y'all for coming back. It'll be really quick. I just need to message a few people that we're missing. Is Raven here?
Nah. Didn't she rage quit?
No, Raven's not here.
No, it was Yvonne.
Mm-mm. It was both. Raven chose not to participate in the battle back, remember?
Oh. Well, I was really bad at remembering if you saw that one copper.
Which one specifically?
The memory ones, all of them. I could never.
Oh.
I studied the POV question today, and then I didn't think he was gonna get that one.
I was definitely
Hey, Christine,
screaming
can you hear
at my
me?
screen.
Christine.
What's happening? Would you? Or no, is that Dante? It's Dante.
That's Dante. Yeah.
Full look in
Nah,
the
it's not
face of the
legit, man.
thing.
It's Dante. I'm darker and slightly better looking.
I gotta open my screen. Who are we missing?
Okay, we're gonna wait like 2 more minutes, then we're gonna go forward.
What's Callie Jackson in the corner?
That's Sienna.
Oh. Sienna.
I should change my name, but I don't really feel like it right now. Yeah.
Turn the light on, babe.
No, it's so dark. No, I'm in bed. I've been drinking.
I'm very shocked. I'm kind of sad that you're not drinking with us, though.
Yeah.
After
Uh-oh, someone just joined.
David's here.
David's here.
Here, okay.
Jeremy frozen like that?
No.
No, I'm just really good at
Doing
Just
that.
a slight turn of the glass.
Jeremy, where did you get your glasses?
Okay, let's
None of your business.
I think
Hey,
it's
there's,
from like
Hayden.
Yeah.
what's the guy from Zoolander?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I think that's everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Yay!
Okay. I think we're only missing Yvonne. I'm gonna try her one more time.
Oh, you won. voted out by her own team.
She don't like us.
That's fair. That's 100% true.
Okay. It looks like she's not coming. But everyone else is here, I believe. Okay. All right. So everyone other than the final three, please mute your mic for this point. So we are actually going to reincorporate the face-to-face eviction double the face-to-face nominations that we kind of did earlier in the season, but it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to have a wheel, and we're going to go down each one of you guys that have been evicted, and you get to add one of the, there's only 3 people. Laura has immunity, so either Jake, Herb, and Shorty, and for your little piece of that wheel, you can add someone's name on there. Okay, so you are going to have, I think, 17 total pieces on that wheel. And then from there, we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on will be the next member of jury and get evicted. And we will move on. The other 3 will be moving forward to the final 3. So essentially, the person whose name you add to this wheel, you're increasing their odds that the wheel is going to land on them. So before we open this up, everyone's going to say in their
wheel again.
And then we're going to call your name, and you can say it here if you want to, and then you can leave the call. Jury, don't leave the call. Just close your camera so we can continue on, because you will be coming back on for jury questioning. But we're going to give each one of the 3 people a chance to maybe plead their case or say why they don't want you to put them on the wheel. But we're going to give them, if they so choose, a minute each to kind of speak directly to y'all. It's not going to be a conversation back and forth. We'll just give them each a minute to say what they want to say, and then all of you go into your diary room and give us the name of the person that you want to add on the wheel for your portion.
It's to be evicted, Alice, Styles, Hannah, Megan, and me?
Correct, but it's not going to be a double.
It's not safe, it's evicted?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So only one person will get evicted. It'll be either Jake, Herb, or Shorty. But we'll give each one of them a minute to talk. Do any of you guys have preference? Who goes first? No. Okay, so one of you go first.
Okay. I just want to address you guys. I want to say I think I did really good. I played this game really different than I've ever played. I know some of you may be mad, but if I do make it past this, I can definitely explain everything. And if I don't, I'll still explain everything. But I think I did really, I worked really hard. So I hope you guys don't put my name on there. But if you do, it's understandable and it's okay.
Yeah, I'm much the same. I would really appreciate my name not going up there. I know some of you may be mad at me. I get that. But I love this game so much, and it's been a pleasure playing, and I respect any of your choices. I wasn't good at comps, so I leaned hard into the social aspect of it, and that may have burnt me a few times. And if you do feel slighted, I am truly sorry. I just hope you hook me up. I don't know.
And I'll say, I know there are definitely people here that are probably mad at me for the decisions that I made throughout the game. I felt like I was trying to play both a comp game and a social game, and in the end I had to draw lines, and I did end up having to burn people in the end because of what happened when it happened, and I hope you can vote to save me just so that I can get closer to the end, because I do think I played a really good game and would like to explain to all of you what that game was and how you all played into it. And beyond the game, I enjoyed getting to meet every single one of you. You guys are all great people. I really did enjoy the genuine conversation we had, and then the rest of it was just game in the long run.
Okay. All right, so y'all have heard from all 3 people. So now I need every single evicted house guest to go into their diary room and give us the name of the person that you want to add to the wheel. And then,
Wait, can't we say it out loud? Are we not going
we're going to say it out loud, but we need to lock it in.
Okay.
So we need to lock it in their diary room, and then we'll call on you. And if you want to say it out loud, and then leave the call. However you want to do it at that point. But we need y'all before y'all start talking to lock it in y'all's diary room.
How long do we have?
Let's give y'all a minute and a half.
Okay.
Sienna, what does your shirt say?
It's like Destin. It's like a Destin, Florida shirt. Really, it's my pajamas, to be honest.
Sienna, you're so beautiful. Girl.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said you're so beautiful.
Oh, you're beautiful. I wish we didn't. We were so cute going out together.
We were. Fuck that wheel. Fuck that wheel.
Fuck that wheel.
That wheel's about to fuck somebody else straight now.
I know. I heard the word wheel.
Karma. Karma.
Oh, so much karma. I was like, do I go with my
that wheel was your
decisions,
friend,
or...
Christine. I don't understand. That wheel was your friend. You were alright.
No, other people were my friend. It landed on me, not other people's things. It landed on me that I voted for myself.
That's what I
I
mean.
just like
That wheel was your
manifested
friend.
it somehow. No.
Halford said, "Hi, Steve." Thank you, Halford. And Wade said, "Love you, Megan. Fucking queen." Thank you, Wade. And Steve said, "Not Hayden's wheel, still being
Hi,
jail."
Wade. Hayden, when are you gonna stop being a spy?
I'm not a spy. This is
I'm joking.
fake news.
You're a spy for you're a spy for us, aren't you?
Yeah. I'll spy.
Okay,
I'll spy
thank you.
on Russia. But.
Yay!
One day I'm just gonna show up in a video at work and I'm gonna have my hair straightened, which goes like down to here, and everyone's gonna not understand what's happening. It's so long.
I should have straightened my hair too.
Yes.
Also, if anyone's wondering why I have a compression sleeve on, it's not for the outfit. It's because I have developed tennis elbow from gay dodgeball.
Dodgeball!
Why is it gay
I love the
dodgeball?
gay dodgeball.
Dodgeball is how gay the league is, but not
The
in
league
that
is.
way.
Yeah, it's called Stonewall Sports. It's like an LGBTQ rec league in my city. And so
Love that.
Do you get all the lads when you go? Do you like date them?
no, that causes drama.
I mean, everyone loves a bit of drama. It's okay. I love your headphones.
I haven't been
That's
behaving,
really
but it's
cute.
okay. Life goes on.
Alright, Jeremy's to my right here, and I just keep seeing the like sunglass goggles going at the bottom of the screen.
All right, we got them all. So, Hayden, can you share your screen?
Yeah. Wait, can you send me the count so I can add it on the wheel?
Well, we're gonna do
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, go ahead and Jake, Shorty, and Herb, y'all get a section on this chart too. So go ahead and go to your diary room and put one of the three people.
We have to look on the stream to see
Ooh, tea.
So Shorty, Herb, and Jake, put one of y'all three's names in y'all's diary room.
Oh, that's brutal. Jeez.
I recommend going with yourself.
What is Raven?
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
All right. So we'll start with you three. Hayden, whenever we call on them, can you put their name, who they're picking, and then like in little parentheses, put their name so we know who's putting that, who's responsible for putting that piece on there?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
do you want me to put the person who put it first or second, or does it matter?
Like put the person of one of the three names that's the main three people, and then next to that in parentheses, put their name.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So we'll just go with starting with our final three people in alphabetical order. Herb, who did you? You can reveal who you put.
I put Jake. I'm sorry, Jake.
All right. Jake, you can
Put
reveal
Herb.
who you put.
Because I knew he was going to put me.
So
Oh,
Jake put Herb.
So Jake put Herb. Okay.
Shorty.
I put Jake.
Yep.
All right.
It's just gonna be a bunch of Jakes. I know.
So here we're gonna go from as they got evicted with most recent to the late. Actually, we'll do the earliest first. Raven, if you're on, you can say who. If you want to say anything, you can say what you want to say, and then who you put on the wheel.
She in here?
She was here, and then I just.
She left. Okay.
But she just came back. She just came back.
Okay.
I just let her back in, so she should be here now. Raven,
right,
Raven. All right. If not.
Okay.
Raven, do you want to announce whose name you put?
I don't see her on here. I think she. Okay. I don't see her on the list. But so Raven has added Shorty's name.
Okay.
So Raven for Shorty. Next one is going to be Megan. Megan, go ahead and tell us yours.
Had. Sorry.
All right. Megan put her.
Or, yeah. Herb.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
All right. Sienna, you're next.
Hello. So I feel like mine should have been obvious. However, I warned you all that this person needed to go. I told you Herb needed to go, and here he is in the final three. So I did not put his name on the wheel because he deserves to be here. I put Shorty's name. Sorry.
All right. So Sienna put Shorty.
Thank you.
Dante, you're next.
Unfortunately, I put Shorty on the list.
All right. Dante put Shorty. Teddy, you're up next.
Sorry, I picked Shorty.
All right. Teddy put Shorty. Christine, you're next.
Hello. As much as I would like to have said that because both Shorty and Herb put me on the safe part of the wheel, even though I still am mad at Jake about it, Shorty is the one base that got me evicted, so I'm sorry, lady. Apologies.
All right. Christine and Shorty. David.
I voted for Jake.
All right.
No explanation. Jake.
Oh, no, I saw that coming, yeah.
I mean, I worked with all three of you, but
yeah,
I worked with two of them the most, so best of luck to all three of you.
Thank you.
All right. Shad. Shad, who did you put?
So my jury vote will not be bitter. However, I do want to use this time to be a little bit bitter. So I'll pick Jake.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I'm sorry, Shad.
All right, legit. Oh, he's actually here. So legit. Do you want to say who you put on the wheel, or do you want us to announce?
I decided to put Herb, mostly because the other two voted me twice and not me twice. So I had to start thinking differently on how to do my jury vote.
Okay, legit adds Herb.
That's not.
He did he literally just pull a topaz? I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did.
Jeremy?
Mean.
So in the very first ever Big Brother Canada,
yeah.
someone voted the wrong way. They voted for the person to evict versus the person they wanted to win. And they basically, that person lost because of her vote. So legit was just saying that they both voted. Like Jake and Shorty voted to evict him more than once, so he didn't put it on Herb. It's to evict versus.
But it's so we've already locked it in the diary room. So
I know, that's why it's.
Jeremy, you're up.
All right, so my vote. The whole entire game, everyone knew Jake and Herb were the biggest targets, and y'all decided to throw it to the game, so I'm going to let you continue to throw the game to them, and I voted for Shorty. Laura, take note too, because Herb and Jake are going to win the game no matter what, then you should be hoping that Shorty stays in this wheel.
All right, which brings us to our last and final jury member, Leah. Leah, you decided to add.
So this whole game, I have a speech. This whole game, I was working very closely with someone that I thought had my back, and I keep asking, who are you loyal to? Who are you most loyal to? And it's like, oh, it's you, whatever. Just kept giving me red flags all over, but I still trusted this person, and so I'm just gonna cut it off there. But Shorty, I'm giving it to you.
All right. That is it. Everyone has put their piece on the puzzle. Evicted players and jury. Now, we ask you to leave the Zoom. Thank y'all so much. So thankful for you guys coming back and doing this. We appreciate that so much. And jury, just turn off your video because we're going to need you for the next part for the jury questioning. It'll be very soon. But if all of the rest of you could please leave. Thank y'all so much. Love you all.
Bye, Megan. Bye, Sienna.
Bye.
Bye.
Not me and Jeremy being on the same page on that vote. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Good luck, Shorty. It's
Good luck.
still a wheel. Anything can happen.
Like legit, if I stay, I don't stay. It is what it is. I'm happy for both of you guys, to be honest. Like, nobody really understands the game that we had to go through. We didn't really get a chance to kind of explain, what moves we had to make. So of course, some people are going to be bitter, and it is what it is. But to those who weren't bitter, I appreciate that.
All right. Well, all three of y'all really have played amazing games. Actually, all four of you, in my opinion, are all-stars. So, loved having all four of you, but, one of the three of you has got to go. So, Hayden, if you could bring that wheel across your screen and go ahead and give it a real good spin.
All right, it's up on the stream. I mean, I can show it on the Zoom too if you want, or I could just spin it now. It's on the.
Can we see it on the Zoom?
Yeah.
I'm on the stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can show it on Zoom too.
Please.
Oh.
That. Let's see.
Good luck, all three of you.
Thank you.
You can see it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 1 second. The problem is that I can't see your faces, so I'm 1 second here. Just gonna make sure that they can. Never mind.
It's a big gray box.
Yeah.
FYI, when you're doing the wheel too, it's freezing it on Twitch. Everything on Twitch is frozen.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Well,
Okay, so then I would rather the viewer see it. So if you're not on Twitch, just pull up Twitch on your phone. Real quick, we'll give you a minute to do that. So, because I'd rather them see it than us. As crazy as that
I
sounds.
don't want to even see it.
yeah, I think it's just because I'm trying to share two things at once.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I guess enough. If it might be, I don't want to know if it's how close it is to whatever.
This reminds me of roulette, and I never look at the wheel ever. You just walk away.
Okay, it looks like it's coming back.
Yeah, should be back on the stream.
Yeah, it's back.
Okay.
Good luck, you three.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, everyone.
Chef
All
level
right.
mud.
Here we go. About to spin the wheel. There it is.
Oh.
It did land on Shorty, and that was from Leah's vote. So, sorry, Shorty.
Good game, Shorty.
Sorry, Shorty, you played an amazing game.
You were
I won $30, so I'm all good. I won money either way, and whoever wins third place isn't really gonna get more than I made. So I'm all good. I'm already making out.
Girl, you killed it.
I love all you guys.
You killed it.
Amazing. I will still explain my game to those who really want to know. everybody else who was bitter. It is really a fucking game, and I worked super fucking hard. I mean, I was talking with production with how fucking hard I was working. My game changed legit so much because I had to work all these freaking angles, but I had one person who I made a final 2 with day 1, and I stuck with that person. So if you're mad about that, oh well, I don't care. But thank you guys, and you know who you are. You got my vote, and I'm really happy for all you guys. Thank you guys.
Good game, guys. Thank you so much, Shorty. Amazing game. You really redeemed yourself from the winter season. From first boot to finale night, you're a queen. You're a legend. Amazing gameplay. Loved having you. Yeah.
We're here.
Final 3. Did we lose Laura? Oh no, there's 2 pages. Okay, I see.
I'm here.
All right. Final 3. Congratulations, all 3 of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Christine said karma. Stu Chernobyl said, I will tell you the good news, Jake. Stu Chernobyl said, Jake, don't watch the replay of the spin. It was very close to your slot, Jake. That's what he's saying. Yeah. So.
I bet it was Herbs too. That bastard.
Yeah, probably.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. You knew it. It was yours, so we just.
It was like right on the edge between Jake and Shorty there. Megan cheered 200 bits at Jake King. And all cats, lots of G's, a couple F's on accident, it seems like. Thanks, Megan. And Aqua cheered 1 bit said, love Shorty Star. Thank you, Aqua. Christine said, wheels suck. Right, Megan Sienna. Thanks, Christine. All right.
Okay. Well, we have our final 3. We are now going to move forward to our final HOH competition. Laura, you did accept the punishment to sit out of the next HOH. So this is the next HOH. So you are not eligible to compete, even though it is the final HOH. So this competition will be just between Jake or Herb. You will need
Does he need to outgo an HOH?
To what? No, the final HOH. It doesn't matter.
My HOH.
You will need your ABC index cards for this competition. This is going to work just like the more or less or same competition.
Really fast because I did so good on these cards. Can I please show mine?
You know what? Because Shorty has shown us these cards, yes, they deserve to be seen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I did so great.
They're delightful.
That's awesome, yeah.
Oh my god.
And they're laminated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're keeping those things.
Shorty, those are so amazing.
I worked so hard on them, so I just had to show them off because I fucking did this at work. Use the company fucking supplies. Alright.
You mean the government money?
You guys have fun.
Okay.
I didn't get to say.
So now, Herb and Jake, this HOH is for y'all. Whoever wins this, we'll pick who they're sitting next to in the final 2 and who they'll be pleading their case to. We're going to have 10 questions. If there's a tie, we're going to a tiebreaker question. And, that's what we'll decide it. Do either one of you have any questions?
No. Good luck, Herb.
Good luck, bud.
All right. Good luck to both of you.
I'll keep score, Christian.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right. Again, we want to see your hands at all times, so please make sure they're visible. And we'll start off with question 1. Who scored 15th in the Survivor simulation we ran? A, Jesse. B, Jessica. C, Donnie. Again, who scored 15th in the Survivor simulation? A, Jesse. B, Jessica. Or C, Donnie. Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is A, Jesse. Jesse scored 15th. Herb gets a point. Moving on to question 2. When we asked Yvonne who surprised her the most this season and why, what did she say? Was it A, Jake? He is really sweet. He's really as sweet as people say he is. B, Teddy, I was completely fooled. Or C, Sienna, I never thought she would be a mean girl. Again, Who surprised Yvonne the most and why? A. Jake, he is really as sweet as people say he is. B. Teddy, I was completely fooled. Or C. Sienna, I never thought she would be a mean girl. Lock in and reveal. She said C. David, can you mute your mic? All right, both of you get a point. Moving on to question 3. Did Christine win the Google Eyes power before or after Teddy used his happily ever after power? A, before, A after, B before. So A for after, AA, B for before, BB. Did Christine win the Google Eyes power before or after Teddy used his happily ever after power? Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is A, after. Both of you get it correct. Both of you earn a point. Moving on to question 4. If Dante could change anything about his game, what would it be? A, he would have won more competitions. B, not worked with Shorty, instead worked closer to Jake and Christine. Or C, nommed Laura when he had a chance to make a killer nomination, so Jake would be a free agent. Again, if Dante could change anything about his game, what would it be? A, he would have won more competitions. B, not worked with Shorty, instead worked closer to Jake and Christine. Or C, nommed Laura when he was able to make a killer nomination, so Jake would be a free agent. Lock in and reveal. The correct answer was B. Jake, you get a point. Moving on to question 5. If Teddy could change anything about his game, what would it be? A, used uglier picks as Teddy. B, not have aligned with both sides of the house. Or C, saved his happily ever after instead of using it immediately. Again, if Teddy could change anything about his game, what would it be? A, used uglier picks as Teddy. B, not have aligned with both sides of the house. Or C, saved his happily ever after instead of using it immediately. Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is A. He would have used uglier picks as Teddy. Herb gets a point. Moving on to question 6. Did Teddy win immunity for the second time before or after Raven was evicted? A for after, B for before. Again, did Teddy win immunity for the second time before or after Raven was evicted? A, after, or B, before? Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is B, before. He actually won immunity the first 2 cycles. So, and Raven was evicted at the end of the second cycle. So, I try to throw a trick question in there. All right, moving on to question 7. Which one of these house guests did not receive a nomination when we had our face-to-face nominations? A, Christine, B, Sienna, or C, Shad? Again, which one of these house guests did not receive a nomination when we had our face-to-face nominations? A, Christine, B, Sienna, or C, Shad? Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is C, Shad. Both of you get a point. Question 8. How many points did Shorty have in total when everyone ranked her during the cycle HOH? Again, how many points did Shorty have in total when everyone ranked her during the circle HOH? A, 19. A, 18. B, 19, or C, 20. That's A, 18, B, 19, or C, 20. Lock in and reveal. She had 20 points. Jake got it correct. Jake gets a point. This is question 9, right? Yeah. Question 9. Who surprised David the most this season? Again, who surprised David the most this season? A. Jeremy, he was very outspoken. B. Christine, she really brought the heat. Or C. Shorty, she played a very cutthroat game. Again, A. Jeremy, he was very outspoken. B. Christine, she brought the heat. Or C. Shorty, she played a very cutthroat game. Lock in and reveal. The correct answer is A. Jeremy, he was very outspoken. Jake, you get a point.
Can we get a score check?
You're up by 1, I think.
Jake, you have 7, Herb, you have 5.
Oh,
so I won.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is our 10th question. We'll do it for funsies then, just for fun. I
Good game. Good job.
How many people won the special blue power during the Pick Your Corner immunity competition by successfully being the only one to pick blue? A1, B2, or C3? Reveal. Correct answer was B. It was 2. Only 2 people. So, congratulations, Jake. You're the final HOH.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, you now have a tough decision to make. You get to pick between Laura and Herb, who you would like to be sitting next to in the final 2. We'll give you 5 minutes. Each one of you can talk to him. And then, Jake, you need to go to your diary room and lock it in before you say it out loud. All right? So 5 minutes, you guys. Laura and Herb, go ahead.
I know it's a long shot, buddy, but I do think you do have a really good chance of winning sitting beside me. Laura's got a great game.
Can someone mute whoever's
who's
not
muted?
Yeah.
Leah, can you mute Mike? Thank you.
When we did link up, we were loyal to the soil. I know
the Discord.
and I can't, go against Laura. She played awesome too, and I understand anything you pick, but I really hope you do.
Jake, you've saved me like the entire game. You might as well keep that friend and save me here too. We played so close together this entire game. I'm not going to say anything bad about Herb. We've been in a 4 for a while. You're going to have to do what's best for your game, and I hope that's taking me to the end with you.
Lock it in your diary room before you say it.
I did.
Okay, hold on. Let me check. Okay.
So, both of you guys played great games, and I respect the hell out of both of you and as people, and I'm so glad that we met during this and have talked and created this relationship. There's nothing bitter or negativity in my decision at all. Typically in games I don't like to make final 2s, but if I do make a final 2, I stick to it to the very end. And once the original alliance that Laura and I were in was depleted, before the battle back, I told her that I have her to the end, so I have to bring Laura to the end. And I really do think the jury saw how good of a game that you played, Herb, and I really do think they need to see how good of a game that she played as well. I'm very into taking strong players, and both of you are very strong. And so I had no question about taking any of you 2, or even the 4, but I'm going to have to take Laura because I have to honor my final 2 if I ever make one. And so I'm so sorry, but that's just how it has to be.
Oh, makes sense. I respect it. Good game.
Sorry, Herb.
You were so snazzy. I can't sit in a tank top next to someone with a tie. Come on, that's not I look like a
It was a blast. I loved playing with you guys. So.
Yeah.
Herb, if I could just say, the way you played this game and how amazing you did and how new you are to playing orgs, and when I compare this to your first season of BB Showdown, I am so fucking impressed. You played an amazing game, and you should be proud.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Anytime you want to have me back, I'll be here for sure.
Honestly, one of the most stressful games I've ever played, but really fun. You guys do a great job here. Production, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't played any other ones, but I really like this one.
I know. I saw that in the spec chat right before the cast was released. You're like, oh, like I played this, and like you're like, I'm coming back, and no one believed you, and then out of nowhere you're in it. I'm like, why are there people playing again?
Herb made Final 3 in his second ever org. Like, that's amazing, especially when you come into, you know, a community that like plays with people who play org all the freaking time. Like, you're amazing, and I'm so glad you did.
So good, Herb.
Thank you very much. No, I really appreciate it, and best of luck to both of you.
Thank you. Is it Herb or Herb? Because they're calling you both.
Yeah, I noticed that too. My name's not even Herb; it's Jesse. But
Wow, I would have never guessed that.
Oh my god!
I knew that because Herb and I were ride or dies in BBTG tier 2. Was it 2? No, 3? No, 2? I don't know. One of those tiers.
Did we win? Was that?
We did
also,
win.
I love you all, but is there a way you can put the jury in like a room so we can chat? Because I cannot follow the text thing, and I'm assuming we get to talk to each other.
Well, we're fixing to bring everyone.
Chatty chats.
Yeah, we're gonna bring everyone in here. Well, in here we're gonna do our jury questioning now.
We don't get to talk. We don't have like 2 seconds.
There's a jury VC that y'all. There's a jury VC that y'all will be able to go to. I'll set that up for y'all now. Just add the role jury. You should be able to view it. It's in voice channels on Discord. And there's a jury one.
Oh, on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna mute you all then.
Okay. All right, Herb. Love having you, but we do have to send you off to jury now.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
I see you in a bit.
Do I close it?
You can close your video for now.
Okay, all right.
Well, Jake, Laura. Final.
Oh my god.
I can hear you.
Y'all have done amazing, great gameplay. Love seeing y'all. Y'all both won competitions. Y'all both been on like amazing gameplay, phenomenal gameplay from both y'all. Very worthy final 2. So I'm very eager to see how this is fixing to play out. So good luck to both of you. The way we're going to do this, we're going to have a starting off speech. Then we're going to open up for jury questioning. Whoever talks first at the beginning speech will then talk last at the final speech. So y'all can decide if who wants to speak first, or if y'all can't decide, we'll spin a wheel for it. But whoever talks first at the beginning will be talking last at the end. So
it's a button.
I can start the speeches, Laura, and then I'll just end if that's okay with you. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
I don't have anything planned.
I don't either. I didn't expect to be here, so the way you saved me, like every chance you got with the veto, and no one still broke us up, and we're sitting here. So go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just make sure all the jury's here.
Wait, Kurt. Can I go get another drink before we start?
Yeah, go ahead because I'm making sure the jury's here.
Yeah, okay. Don't talk shit about me when I'm gone, Laura.
Okay.
Okay. You can watch it back on record.
Yeah.
Megan cheered 100 bit, said, Hayden, don't out me with the skull emoji when I called her out for the 2 Fs in her king. Anyways. Sorry about that, Megan. Allie cheered 50 bits. Thank you, Allie. Stu cheered 51 bits. Just outdoing Allie, it looks like. No, just kidding. Thanks, Stu. And Megan cheered 100 bits. Said Jake, OMG King. Thank you, Megan. Well, yeah. Megan cheered 100 bits. Said Jake, OMG King. Another 100 bits said, who called Sienna Mean Girl grow up with, or own up with a knife emoji. Thank you, Megan. Stu cheered 200 bits. Said, so proud of you, Laura and Jake. Not sure I can watch anymore. This is going to hurt. Love you both.
Who said that?
That was Stu. Thank you, Stu.
Oh, love Stu.
Allie cheered 50 bits, said Laura and Jake my heart with 3 heart eye emojis. Thank you, Allie. Megan cheered 100 bits, said Laura and Jake my queen. Laura, Jake, King, and Queen. King and Queen. I know that's right. Wow. Can't talk.
So
Thank
Laura,
you.
Jake. So Laura's the kid and I'm the queen. I'm fine with that.
Awkward cheered 1 bit, said I'm an herb stan. Thank you, Aqua. Steve cheered 1 bit, said great F2. Thank you, Steve. Jayla cheered how much? 500 bits, said Laura Queen with a heart eye emoji. Thank you, Jayla. Stu cheered 199 bits, said this finale was amazing. Thanks so much, Stu. Really, really appreciate it. And Ashley Cake cheered 100 bits, said love you, Jake. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley Cake. And Christian said jury questioning for 500 bits. Thanks, Christian.
All right. We'll get it started. All right, Jake, start us off.
Yeah. Oh, are they here?
Yeah, everyone's here. Some of them are in the jury VC, but they have it pulled up, so they're listening.
Because my Zoom can't doesn't see people on camera, but it's okay. To be honest, I didn't really expect to be sitting in final 2 today after really showing my cards really early in the game when I saved both Teddy and Laura multiple times with vetoes. I wasn't afraid to show who I was working with really closely, but my game really did rely a lot on social interactions I've had with all of you. Sorry, I got distracted. Someone spoke, but I just think a really strong point of my social game is that whenever we did knockout competitions, I always was in the final 3 up until the last 2 days because I was so socially connected to all of you, even though in the end I had to burn bridges with some of you in order to get to this final 2 only 2 people get here. And I promised Laura early on that she was my final 2. And if you've played with me before and I've told you and you've seen me in a jury or anything like this, I am loyal to my final 2 to the soil, and that was my goal this whole entire time. And so that's why I had to cut some of you off earlier than I would like. But again, going back to those knockout comps, you saw me save Laura multiple times and that she was definitely my number 1, but you would not pick me to the final 3. Laura and Christine would go at it, Leah and Laura would go at it, Teddy and Christine would go at it and everything, and I would just be there in the final 3 spots usually and either get out second or win. And I think that really just shows how strong my social game was while also winning comps in order to get here to the end. And I really hope you have questions for me to explain my game a little bit better than just this really quick sentiment. But I also really want you all to listen to Laura, because Laura did play an amazing game as well. And you should definitely listen to her, because without her, and we both would not be here, because we both relied heavily on each other and we played a very strong game as a duo. And just take your time to listen to her as well. Thanks.
Okay. So I've been watching Showdown since season 1. I'm very aware of how this game works. I'm very aware Christian likes to torment us and make sure that we know where we stand with everybody at all times. So once we got broken up into heaven and hell, there were a handful of people I hadn't connected with before that. And afterwards, I didn't put in the social effort to keep making those connections, mostly with like Christine and Leah. David, we were in an alliance together, but we didn't connect on that game level. Shad broke my heart because we actually did connect coming back out of heaven and hell. But I purposely wanted to keep people in the game that I could show my cards to continuously on who I was targeting, who I wasn't good with, who wasn't good with me. That way, everyone kind of knew who was coming at me and they knew where I was going. And the people that I was close with could trust me further and bring me along and save me when it mattered. I've never played a game where I was at risk as much as I was in this game, where I knew if certain people won, I was going up. If certain people got the chance to knock me out, they were going to knock me out. I covered my bases in a couple really small alliances. I had alliances with Teddy and Jake. I had alliances with Shorty and David. I had one with Herb and Teddy. So I kept them small. That way they didn't get leaked. I had bigger ones with Megan and Sienna, who were my queens, and I lost them both on the same day. So at that point, I had to kind of reflip my entire gameplay and really solidify other alliances. I had a day 1 final 2 with Shorty, who is one of actually a pretty close friend with me too. And through her playing both sides of the house, it put her in messy positions. But I knew of alliances. I knew when people were going to be targeting me. I knew specifically when Dante would start throwing my name out in Alliance group chat. And then I was able to, at that point, bring together the people that were kind of on the other side of the house going after each other, mainly like Herb and Teddy, Jeremy and Teddy and Herb, and kind of get them on the same page for a couple evictions until we could dismantle some of that alliance. I didn't win a ton of comps, but I played the comps hard enough to knock out the people that were a threat to me, and then kind of let the cards crumble where they fell. Because I knew people like Jake and Shorty were playing both sides. I knew they were good with people. If I let them win, they would have to show their cards and ultimately be more betrayed by the other people in the house than I would be if I won, because I constantly had people in the game I could nom if one of these guys decided to throw harder. So if I didn't connect with you in this game, I'm sorry. It was nothing personal. It was just how I was going to play this game, knowing the format and knowing how Showdown works.
We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I can't hear Kristen either.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you, Laura. We're now going to open it up for jury questioning. Typically, we'd go in order that they've been evicted, but Jeremy has something to do, so we're going to go ahead and let Jeremy come on first, ask his question. You can ask each one of them a question, and of course, I'll respond, and then, yeah, we can go from there. So, Jeremy, you can go ahead and go first.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. This is the least two people I wanted to see in the final two, but Laura, I don't really have a question for Jake. I don't really care. Laura, we had a conversation.
You're so hot.
We had a conversation earlier today, Laura, where we both agreed that Jake would beat anybody in the final two. So can you tell me now why that should be any different?
Why? I said that earlier because I did not want to divulge all of the gameplay I did behind the scenes. Jake, he won a lot of comps. In my opinion, like, Jake played a great game. Like, don't get me wrong. He did a phenomenal job. Part of Showdown and knowing the game is knowing you're going to have to show your cards. And if you overplay that, you're bound to burn jury bridges. I tried my best not to do that. I tried to make sure that the people that I was going to be evicting or voting to evict knew it was coming from me, because we just didn't have that connection. So I believe I just utilized the format better to my advantage, and that's kind of the only thing I can say against Jake.
All right. Thank you, both of you. Again, Jake, no questions for you. Congratulations. Laura, I know this is your first time making it this far. Otherwise, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Fun wherever you're going. You're still hot.
Otherwise, goodbye.
All right, so we'll start with our first jury member, and I love how we keep calling him Teddy, but I mean it's Teddy / Mitch. I mean he'll always be Teddy for this season, but come on, Mitch, go ahead.
Jeez.
Wait, before you begin, can we have Teddy's number?
Oh my God.
Is Teddy straight?
Please. Wait, you told me he's tall, right?
He is tall. Teddy's bi. His name isn't Teddy in real life. I made that up. Yeah. Well, congrats, you two. Really great games. I asked you both to not get here together because now I have to actually think, which is really annoying. I'm just going to tell you guys where I'm at, and then I don't really have a specific question. I'm just going to tell you guys where I'm at, and you can respond to that, I guess, would be the best kind of way.
Okay.
So for me, I really loved how Laura played a clean game. It wasn't extraneous. She didn't overdo things. She played it very tightly, very smartly, very strategically. I told her during the simulation draft comp, I really enjoyed watching her in different alliance chats kind of get information and control so much of that. Obviously, there was a lot that went to chance with that one, but I was just really, really impressed watching. That was like when I got to see you, I thought, really shine, and I got to see behind the curtain a little bit. On the other hand, Jake, from very early on, you marked as someone that was going to be the hero of the season, that was going to be, hard to beat in the end. You definitely, you both did great with comps, so I think that kind of washes out, to be totally honest. But I feel like, Jake, you did a little bit more than you needed to. Than Laura, that I think kept it really kind of tight and controlled. And for me, because of that, like I'm leaning more towards Laura. So I want to give Jake first a chance to just kind of respond to like where I'm at. And then Laura, if you have anything to kind of add or to kind of share after that.
Yeah, as Laura said, she played the format that she knew what Showdown was. I've never really watched a season before I saw the fast game version, basically the mini, right? I literally joined the community in October, right? So I haven't seen anything else beforehand. But in my opinion, in this game, even before you left, the whole entire game was being played too nicely, right? Everyone was voting the same way. There was either 2 votes for the person to stay, or 3 votes for the person to stay. In order for our alliance that we had together, in order to figure out where the other people in the other house, like where their heads are at, I saw that as my job to get close to Christine, Leah, Shad, David, Dante, any one of those people, to figure out where their heads are at, to see if your names are coming up. And Teddy's name was coming up all the time, and I came back and told you, so we knew who to take out in the comp so that Teddy wasn't targeted. Laura's name was coming up, so we knew who to target. Like, without me being connected to these other people and being extraneously extended socially, we wouldn't have known how well these people's heads are at. And honestly, like, it may look that I was extremely spread thin, but honestly, I was in 2 alliances at most at this game, like active alliance the whole entire time. Laura was always in my main one. Laura was in all my alliance chats actually the whole entire game. It was the alliance chat that I had with you and Megan and Sienna. And then after that was just us 3. And then we did have a side alliance chat of Jeremy and Laura and I, just so that we could get his chaos and have his chaos on our side. And I think without me having these one-on-one relationships with everyone else for them to tell me what they are thinking, we wouldn't have had as much information going into those comps for us to get those people out in order for me to get HOH and show my cards. I wasn't afraid to show my cards in the end because we were playing too nicely and the line had to be drawn. And once the line was drawn, that final 4, the anxious fucks that was formed after Teddy was eliminated, we were able to get to the end because that line was drawn. And I also had to nominate 4 people when there was only 7 people not left to nominate because I was HOH, and I still survived to get to here, which I still think shows how I played a very strong social game also a comp a game as well. And I think that's what makes me have played a slightly better game than Laura, just because I was unafraid to show my cards and to say, hey, target me, but I still wasn't targeted. I used a double POV that I didn't even win on both of you, and no one still came for me. I didn't even get nominated until David got the co-HOH of Shorty, and because I voted for David the round before, and David was the first person I backstabbed most, in the jury phase, right? And so he nominated me. After that, all tonight when I was nominated, I just told our alliance chat, nominate me beyond there. So that's how I just think the way that I was making the moves and shedding the blood and still not to be a target shows how good my social game was with the whole entire house, just because I was able to get here in the end and only have had 2 votes cast against me the whole entire game. And so that's why I think, even though it looks like Laura's is very clean, I think without me, our alliance would not have been able to get as far as possible.
Gotcha.
I will just kind of counter that I did have Shorty really close to me, who told me pretty much everything that was going on the other side. I did tell you and Teddy Mitch, specifically when that alliance was formed and when they did start targeting us. I just kept my relationships closer. I didn't leak everything that I heard. I released information as it was important to the game. And then kind of would make sure that the people I knew that needed to show their cards showed their cards when they had to.
But I mean, I guess my argument is it a bad thing to have shown your cards in a game where you have to?
No, I definitely showed my cards in knockouts. Like, I knew who was going to be targeting me. I made sure that, like, the people that I was targeting knew I was targeting them. So I think we both showed cards. You did a little bit more, and I don't know if necessarily that's always a good thing. That's just my only argument I have against Jake. I mean, we worked so well together this entire game. I can't say anything bad.
And I guess my extra side as well, like Mitch, you see me play your own org, right? It's just my personality is just to want to, I play these games to get to know people, but I try not to overpromise as possible after making one mistake one time in the past. And so I don't try to promise people as that much. And I was close to Shad, I was close to Leia, I was close to Christine, but I never said, I never formed an alliance chat with them. They brought it up, but I heard that they made an alliance chat because Shorty was leaking information, and I was able to figure out what Shad was telling me, what was true and what was not true based on what I was hearing, and what Christine was saying and what Leia was saying, how I was able to see where I was standing with them and figure out where I was in order for me to make the move to be with you guys fully, completely, in order for us to get to the end. And that's kind of how I see it.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate that, guys. I'm still not 100% decided. It's really very subtle differences between games. You guys both played amazing. I'm mad at you for both getting here because it made it really annoying and difficult. But thank you guys, Teddy, for all stuff.
All right. Next, y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
All right. So going forward, we're going to do one-on-one. So like whenever they ask you a question, answer yours, and then when they ask the other one, let's kind of limit the back and forth a little bit just to save on time. So going forward, we'll be doing that. But next up, we have Christine. So Christine, go ahead.
Oh, hello. I have many questions. I thought I was I'm worried that I was going to be a jury for a person and had to ask specific questions to certain people. And I'm just going to have to scroll my notes through 1 second. Hold on. Go to the questions at the end of the notes. Okay, here it is. First one's for Laura. Who are you?
Who am I?
Sorry, I don't know anything about you. Like, you didn't talk to me before this, then we couldn't talk, and then you couldn't talk to me after that, and then you gave me nothing. So I have nothing on you. I've heard some of what you've said tonight, but going into right now, I don't know who you are, and I'm pretty sure you want a POV on what Hayden terribly said was default. Two best words in the English language. My Simpsons quote was default. It's a joke. What did I just wrote? I wrote aware. Oh, there's a note on the other side of thing. Oh, this is what it is that this is the reason, guys, this is my first org. And there's a lot of people like, oh my God, it's my first org. But there's also people you knew going into this and you saying, oh, it's my day one. And I know this person from day one and I know who they are so I can trust them. I didn't have that. I knew Leah barely from games. I knew Shorty, who we went through a thing that she said, I know a Christine M and she doesn't like me. And I'm like, that's me. Sorry. So going into something where you say, oh, I know the format, I know this, and I get invited into this and it's a thing where people know exactly what's going to happen and they have the people that are in this situation. Why is that a benefit? Why should I think that's a good reason for you to be in the final? Because you knew someone going into it where I worked fucking hard and I got where I was. Like, I don't understand how that's a benefit in the scheme of things. Like, why would I go into another org knowing this?
So let me ask you this. You're going to
Wait. Answer my first question.
Okay.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Laura.
Laura. Who are you? Give me anything about you. I know nothing about you except...
We did talk, Christine, because briefly you stopped answering my DMs or gave me one-word responses at the very beginning.
Laura is in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. She's a chemist in energy industry. Leah said that you were nice, no connection, felt out. Do you know anything about me?
I know you're a photographer in Vancouver.
And?
I know you played season 1 of Big Brother. I know you have a yellow lab that you recently lost with your family.
No, it was 2 years ago. That's Dexter.
No.
That's my dad. Yeah.
But you did have a lab that you were very fond of. I know.
And
you
this
like
has
doing
anything to
jigsaw
do with the
puzzles.
game? Nothing else? Anything else?
You asked what I knew about you. I'm telling you everything I knew
Those
about
are the
you
three. Yeah.
through the game. I know that you were very connected in the game. I know you had really strong relationships. Not that you came in connected. That you made
as opposed to
very
you
strong.
two. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, and here's the thing. All the people that are in this cast, I have never played with in my life. I have not played a single game with any of these people in this cast. Shorty and I know each other outside of the game.
I mean, so did we, but she hates me.
Yeah.
And like, you saw what
So-
happened with that, so.
Right. And I know of some of these people, but I've never played a game with them.
But you just said that you guys, day one, knew each other and were like,
We knew each other out of the game.
Yeah.
So, but you also knew Shorty out of the game.
Oh, not in a good way, obviously. She fucking evicted me. Like, what are you talking about?
So, but like you're as you play these games, you're going to recognize people, but that doesn't mean I'm going to trust them completely. I had a final 2 that I actually had with Teddy that I felt great with because we made a solid game relationship.
Yeah. Well, I have several other ones. Like, I knew Jake, before, like, not going into this, but we made a thing, and like, he still fucked me over. But like, Teddy. So,
I'm sorry, I just have to. I'm going to be rude and interject. Laura never knew me.
Who's talking?
Laura never knew me, and she talked to me, and we built a relationship because we DM'd each other. I think you're being extremely
I'm talking
rude.
right now. You cannot
Okay,
interject.
all right, hold on,
Teddy.
And then as far
Rude.
as like
You get your time to
understanding,
talk.
as far as understanding the format of coming in, I don't think you're going to apply to any kind of game show or any kind of game without knowing what you're getting into.
Yes, I did, because this
That's
is how
on
I
you
get.
then.
How do you get into orgs without like people doing it?
Okay, yeah.
That's a completely other different thing. But you saying that as you're like, as a top, like, I knew what was going on. It's not like it's fucking Survivor or Big Brother. Like, grow up. Anyways, moving on. Jake. Oh, I actually have a question for you, honey. Hi. It's a real one. Well, the other underscore things is like knew Laura before. It was, what were your actual loyalties, including like the stuff with me, or did you just make deals to cover your ass the whole time? Because it's not just me. There's been jury members that have talked about it since. Like, what were your real loyalties versus what was just covering your ass? Because like you literally voted to keep Sienna, and then you like immediately told me why. And then there was another thing that you did against me. I don't know. I lost track after I got evicted.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You should have stopped trusting me way earlier than you stopped.
Oh, 100%. I was like the back of my...
Yeah.
Same thing with you and Herb were just like... But at least Herb voted to keep me over Sienna. Like, the second you did that, I was like, why ever am I going to vote for you right now? Where, like, I could have left. I could have left right then. What was your actual... Was it... Why?
So, I was originally very close with Sienna, and she got out early, and so that's how I ended up. So I know Sienna is the only person I've known beforehand. I don't know. I did not know Laura
Add it into
at
the
all.
list.
But I did not know Laura. I've only seen her around, just how I saw you on Twitter. And actually, the only person, like, that's the only way I
Literally, the only reason we connected was because Clay said that, like, you're good and I'm good and I knew him. Like, I don't know you at all. But
that's how I basically have known Laura, is that I've seen Laura in games and on Twitter, basically. And then I talked to Clay. I was like, oh, Christine, who you told me that you like, is playing a game with me, and so I mentioned that to you. That's really...
Yep,
Sienna
and
was
I
the
had
only...
someone say the same thing on the other end, so...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the way that like my loyalties were in this game were to Megan, Sienna, Laura, and Teddy. That was my original group of people. So there was 6 of us out of 16, and then Heaven and Hell happened.
Yeah.
And then that changed the whole entire dynamic. And
it's the reason I didn't talk to Laura.
Yeah, but the thing is though, I think what makes my game very different is that when that split happened and we came back together and we finally had hell together again, we picked up where we were. I didn't give up on any of my single relationship people because we were split. I only made my nominations about Shorty and Legit because I had to choose between them and Jeremy and Laura. And I already was in a group of Jeremy and Laura once Heaven was formed, so I couldn't have done that. And I also am very loyal to deals. If that, like, basically, if you
I know that. That happened to me twice. I gave you one benefit of the doubt on the Sienna vote. The second one, I was like, nope, he cannot be trusted. But then, like, Shorty evicted me, so
so basically, like, it like Sienna didn't use that veto, so I said I would vote. Basically, she didn't use that veto,
which my entire alliance said was like a bullshit thing, and I'm like, that's a bad. I'm telling you right now, if you weren't here, the first thing I would say to you, that was a terrible excuse.
Oh, it was, yeah. But like the thing is, though, it was
not have affected you. There were so many people left. Like, were you just?
But the thing, though, is that
were you just trying to cover your ass with me?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I still didn't want that relationship to die. It was too early for that to die, right? But the thing is, though, I was in a group. I was in an alliance chat with Sienna, Laura, Megan, Teddy.
But
we never had an alliance.
Raise your fucking hand if you weren't in one of those things of Herb and like maybe Sienna and like a mix of everything. Herb has 1,000. If he was here, holy crap.
I was never in an alliance chat with Herb until the double eviction.
And until once. I wanted to bring you in, but no, Herb had other ones with like 3 other people.
So that's where that Sienna vote was. I literally had that one alliance. I don't like a lot of alliance chats, and that's how I played this game.
I just saw Herb said I was in a lot. I am listening to you, but I already know exactly what your game is. My problem is that Laura has barely ever spoken to me, and I'm in the jury, and that for me is a giant thing. Jordy, you're not talking yet. I love you. It is my turn.
Too much though.
No. Stop talking. It is my turn to talk. You can talk when you're talking. I'm saying I haven't spoken almost at all until Laura until now, and I am in jury, and that is bad. I'm sorry. I'm done with my questions. Hi guys, I'm done with the questions. I'm not bitter. I'm just pointing out the fact that there's 2 people here, and one has spoken to me the whole game when they were allowed to. I will allow that fact that I did not get to know Laura, but she made 0 effort after that, and we just went after each other, and this is what I have to go for. So
I'm looking at our DMs right now, and you did not respond to the last thing that I said until you nommed me.
Oh, was it after or when was it when you voted to put me up? Because you were an HOH and you voted to put me up, and like
it was when we were talking about like
over me on the wheel. Like none of it. No, sorry. There's no.
Okay, so that was like.
Go Christian. Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm done.
We're gonna move on. Thank
you. Only had like 2
your
minutes.
outfit. You look fabulous.
Yeah, I've only had 2 minutes. Sorry, I pulled the thing down behind me. But all right, bye guys. Oh, I'm excited to hear what Shorty has to say.
Okay, next up we're going to have Legit. He wants to come in next. So Legit, go ahead.
What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm nice and hot, and I'm ready to ask some questions.
Oh, can we not see you?
No, you cannot. It's just like alt takeover type vibe. So, you know what? I'll go ahead and put it on for a little bit. Okay. Hey. So,
hold on. Wait, I want to say one thing before you go forward.
Yeah.
None of y'all know, but the reason why Legit was not here before the finale, he had some emergency happen where he couldn't attend. he actually won a Diamond Power veto in the POV before that. The POV that there was 2 POVs. Whoever won that second POV actually won a Diamond Power veto. So he actually had a Diamond Power veto in his possession on the episode before the finale. So I don't know, he's probably going to tell y'all, but I just wanted to go ahead and confirm that for everyone that's listening in. So legit, go ahead.
Yeah, legit. Seeing you go out, it was heartbreaking, but
it really was.
And we totally understand. Life comes first, and we love you. You were amazing.
For real. True comeback story. So anyway, go ahead. This is your moment.
Thank you. So, first of all, if it was up to me, literally, because I had the Diamond Power veto, if it was up to me, you two actually would have been on the block that night. Hands down.
100%.
Because you guys both played a strategic game, but you played it differently. And Laura, in my opinion, played more in the shadow, which is nothing wrong with that. Like, if it works for you, it works. Especially if that's how your personality is. Like, it works better in the shadow, and you can maximize that. Jake, I think, was more bubbly and had to be more, in person, and kind of like really talk to you on a personal level to build that bond. But I feel like you both forgot about me, because I do have a vote in this.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, Laura, our conversation stopped after I got voted out the first time. And for Jake, I feel like you told to me, but it was kind of like, hey, I need this as a backup plan just in case if whatever I'm doing is not working.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that either, because you got to prepare for the worst. So I guess what I wanted to know from both of y'all was, what part of your game was strategic and what part of your game where it's like, oh shit, the cards are aligned. Like, let me go ahead and do this now. And the reason why I'm asking that is I'm trying to see how much part of your game was pre-made and how much of it did you have to adapt. Because I feel like this type of game, you have to do both. But who was more balanced about it is my vote. Because it's a toss-up. Because like I said, I was going to put both of you on the block, and one of you would have ultimately been home and not in this final. So that's my question. Whoever wants to go can start and everything.
So you mostly want to know how we adapted throughout this game?
Yeah, I want to know, like, at what times you're like, oh shit, I got to adapt. I got to do something different because this is not going to continue to work.
A couple things for me, like, right off the bat, we got separated into heaven and hell. A lot of the really strong relationships I had went to hell. As you know, legit, like, we stayed in hell or in heaven the entire time. We had no communication with anyone in hell. I honored that. I did not talk to anybody the entire time. And when they came back, I had a lot of footwork to do with the people that I was close with beforehand to make sure I still had that connection with them. I didn't get to bounce back and forth and still keep tabs on my allies. And then two of the people that I was closest with, like during this game phase and pre-game phase that I made solid connections with, were Megan and Sienna. I mean, everyone felt good with Sienna, but I connected really closely with Megan and Sienna, and I lost them both on the same night. From there, I really dug in and built stronger relationships outside of those two. Plus, I worked on relationships with Jake and made those more solid. I worked and made sure that I had more solid relationships with Teddy. I had worked with talking to Shad more because I hadn't really talked to him too much after I had nommed him. I couldn't even explain any of my game to him because he was on the no-talk side. So I'd really worked on connecting with him. And anytime I lost somebody, I felt like I was adapting. And it was constant. I had like alliances with Shorty and David. I had one with Herb and Teddy, and I had one with Jake and Teddy. When we lost Teddy and Shorty felt more exposed, I made sure to bring her in with the people I felt okay with to make sure I had a solid group of 4 with me at the end of the game.
All right, thank you.
So, I think when it comes to adapting in this game, I want to address 2 things. I want to talk the adaptation, and I also want to talk about our relationship in the game as well. So, with adapting, I think with me, a lot of it came with being the one player that probably had to show their cards the most in this game, right? I used the double POV on 2 of my closest allies, and then when I was HOH, I had a double POV played in during my cycle, right? And then also with the face-to-face noms, I also showed a little bit of my cards when I said Christine. I didn't choose to save Christine on the wheel, and so every time I adapted, my gameplay goes down to my one-on-one relationship with everyone in the cast. I messaged everyone in the cast every day when I was allowed to, obviously. So when we were stuck in heaven and hell, I couldn't. Like, legit, you can confer that when I was in hell and you were in heaven, we stopped, and that's exactly why I nominated you, based off previous connections. And I had to adapt with what I was given and who I could talk to. And I think my adaptability was really shown to be strong, is that after I put people in precarious situations, I nommed both you and Shorty, and when you came back and you still wanted to try and create a relationship with me, and I would try to foster as much as I can. And it was not, let's say, a backup plan. It was more just to figure out where your head was at and how I could figure out what was the truth that was getting to me through different channels and what was potentially false from what you were telling me. And you told me you saw your ceiling being 6th or 7th in the game. And so I said in my head, well, that's not going to get me to the end, but I can at least, I know he's good at comps, and I'm pretty sure he won't nom me the first time because we had a deal back and forth because you took away my vote that one time, right? So we had that going on. And so that's kind of how I adapted to you coming back into the game, is being able to keep that communication line open. And I nommed you again for the second time, and we still talked the next day. And I know for a fact you were going to put me up if you ever won anything. And if your emergency didn't come up, I probably wouldn't be sitting here 100%, right? But also, I nommed Shorty, and then Heaven and Hell ended, and she came straight to me, and we built our relationship back up, and then we went to a Final Four alliance together. So I adapted from putting people in these negative situations, but because of my personal relationship with them, I was able to build back that trust in order to get further in the game. Another example is I was separated from Christine for a bit. We came back, and we still were able to work together a little bit, and our relationship was still strong. I betrayed her 3 times, and she still was talking to me about what she wanted to do, and then she ended up going home. I think that just shows how I was able to adapt to me showing my cards and being able to tell people, hey, like, this is why I did it, because of this situation. I mean, the worst thing that happened to me this game was that double POV when you, Leah, and you both won, because one of you were supposed to go home that night, and it didn't work out because there was two vetoes. And then I had to nominate Jeremy and Shad. It destroyed my relationship with Jeremy, completely ruined it in the game. And then it also burned Shad. And in that moment, I had to talk to my alliance of 4 about who we wanted to go forward with. And we chose to have Jeremy in the game still because his chaos was still probably too much for people to handle. And we saw Shad I saw Shad as a bigger comp threat than Jeremy, and so I adapted to my relationship there, and we decided to pick Shad in that vote. And to ensure that Shad was going to go, I told Laura to use her steal a vote from Leah to make sure we had the votes, just in case the Anxious Fucks wasn't as solid as we were at that point, because we were still a new alliance. And so the trust had to be built, and the trust was solidified literally going into today once we got to the finale. And so I think that's kind of how we I adapted along the way. And then again, I didn't think of you as a backup option. It was more just to figure out where your head was at, because I didn't expect the first person I nominated and evicted in this house to come back into the game. And I thought for a second, I thought for sure I was your number 1 target coming back in. But I think because of my social game, we were able to work on that relationship, and you didn't nom me, and you had 3 times to nom me because the person that was on the block when you were HOH took themselves off, and you still didn't put me up. And I think that shows how I was able to adapt extremely well to the twists and turns that came in this game. And I think that's warrants me the win in your eyes.
Okay. Definitely. I feel like that you guys both gave me some good information. I'm not gonna just go on and on. But I do just have one last question that will really solidify my choice. And it's a simple question, one word answer. And the question is, if you were to describe our connection, this is for Laura and for Jake. If you could describe one word that represents it, our connection, what would that word be that would represent our connection?
Oh, there's a certain word I'm trying to think of right now. It was.
I would say lighthearted. I would say lighthearted, just based on our conversations we had when we were in heaven.
Okay, thank you.
I would say ours was contentious because I think we wanted to work together, but we just couldn't happen. And you would say things and I would say things, and it was just like we couldn't get there, and it was just a lot of tension there, but we still wanted to talk to each other. So that's why I say like contentious.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, David, you're next.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
David.
I just want to say no bitterness on my end. You guys played a great game. Obviously, I had a connection with one of you a little more on a game level. Personal level, I had another connection with you. But all my questions have been asked. So basically, I'm just going to ask why you deserve to win over the other person. I apologize. Why the other person shouldn't win. There you go. Sorry.
Shouldn't win. Okay. I think Laura shouldn't win because Big Brother is a social game. This is a game based off of Big Brother. And I think overall, she lacked the connections with everyone going into the post-double eviction phase and post-heaven and hell phase, that she had to rely on others that were potentially talking to others in the house that she didn't put in the effort to make more of a game relationship with than I. And that's what I would say. And on the other end, I made sure that I messaged everyone every day to try and get where their heads were at, to get a semblance of truth out of it based on all the conversations where I have, where I can come back to my alliance I was loyal to and say, this is the picture that I think is happening. And there were multiple times when I came with information and Laura and I compared notes and we're like, this is what the exact truth is. And so that's how I think I deserve to win, why Laura shouldn't win, because my relationship with everyone else in the house was stronger and I could get potentially more useful information than her.
I would go the other way, because while this is like a Big Brother format or like based on game, it's also a game where you have to not be good with everyone. I mean, their logo is a boxing ring. And I know once I start connecting with people, I make strong connections. And I don't have it in me to make those connections and then have to put a knife in their back. I cannot play that way. So I played this game the way that I knew I could play it and made super strong connections with those ones that were close to me, enough where they were loyal to me that they would show their cards when they had to protect me. And the ones that I wasn't good with, I knew it was going to be a risk if they won. And that was a risk I was willing to take so that I didn't have to betray someone terribly by making super strong connections with them, because I can't play that way.
Awesome. Well, like I said, my vote, literally, it's 51-49. Like, you guys have played, one has played a game, I mean, you guys both have really played a game that I admire from a different aspect, something that I couldn't do. So, hands down, props to you both. No hard feelings. I wish I could vote for both of you, but I can only vote for you. So,
thanks, David.
Best of luck,
David. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet y'all.
All right, Shad, you're up.
All right, I would like to say congratulations to the final two. So my first question is for Jake. What were some moves that you made that were behind the scenes and that you feel that a lot of the people in the game might not know about?
Yeah, I think a lot of the moves that I made behind the scenes actually probably came out of the relationship that we had together, because I knew from others that you were in, like, talking with a few people that I wasn't close to, and so you would tell me certain names, and I went back to Laura, for example. I think the best example was recently, where it was the day you went home. You came up to me and said that you were trying to figure out a group of 4 to go forward, and you told me you hadn't said any names to anyone about who to work with, and you wanted to work with Laura, me, Leah, and yourself, right? But I had already heard that you wanted to work with legit Laura. This is what I heard from others, and so I heard legit come up, but it happened. Laura told me that you said wanted to work with legit, and that I came straight to you and said, legit is saying X, Y, and Z about you. He does not trust you. And so that's, I think, a move that I made that not others don't understand, is that I really tried hard to create that rift between you and legit so that you wouldn't make a relationship, even though I know he wasn't giving you that much, but I wanted to reinforce it by telling you everything that legit told me about you. And so that's kind of a move that I made. And I did that with a few other people, where I got information from others and said, like with Shorty, I told Shorty a few things about how, like, Jeremy is coming for her and all this information. So a lot of that isn't out in the open, right? Because I'm not nomming anybody. I'm not taking them off the block, but I'm using information for people to get them to trust me more than the others around them.
Okay. All right, great. Just want to say that's absolutely not true, though. I don't even think Lee liked me at the end of the game, so I don't know where you got that.
It wasn't necessarily that you wanted that alliance. You just saw that the 4 of us needed to come together in order to make it further in the game. And then after that, we had talked, and then Jake and I had compared notes again, and you did pitch us both the same alliance with me, you, Jake, and Leah. But at that point, I had already showed all my cards with Leah, so...
Well, that kind of leads me into my question for you. So, going to the end part of this game, what was the logic behind aligning with 3 of the strongest people in this game and knowing that it will be a huge triumph, making it to the final 2 and beating the other person?
It was... Those 3 people were the people that I had the longest game connection with the longest. So, like, they are people that I talked to and felt good with on day 1. I've worked that connection on, like, the whole pregame phase. After Heaven and Hell broke up, I made sure to keep working on those people and those connections, especially, like, Shorty, Jake, and Herb. We were super close apart from I was super close with them apart from each other. And then I was able to, once we lost Teddy or Mitch, I was able to bring them all together as a common denominator for me and get them to work together. So those weren't all people working together at one time. I mean, Shorty and Jake went after each other. I know at the very beginning, Herb and Jake didn't really have a great trust issue, and that's why there were separate alliances created with Herb and separate alliances with Jake. So those are relationships that I kind of worked and tried to get them working together at the end of the game so we could come together as a final 4. And also, by the time I got here, I was pretty sure, and also why I felt okay saying I'm not going to compete in HOHs, I'm almost pretty sure Herb, Shorty, and Jake brought me to final 2 with them. So that's why I was okay bringing 4 strong competitors with me to the end.
Okay. Well, congratulations again to the both of you, and may the best person win.
Thank you, Sean. We've loved having you. All right, so next up we have Leah. Welcome, Leah.
Oh my god, I love
your background. The background.
I forgot about that. Hold on. It was for Valentine's Day, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Well then, okay, I'll go. So hi.
Yeah, my shirt, born this guy, come on.
How's it going, everyone? I've been listening a lot, and I'm, again, well, what everyone's saying is, like, very, very close to what I'm doing. I know it's surprising, Laura, because kind of came after me the whole game. But but honestly, like
it was nothing personally. I promise.
I know, and I play a game. Like I'm not like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. Like I don't even do that. If we play another org, like maybe we'll be best friends. Who knows? But anyways, so my question is strictly for both of you guys. Basically, I just want to know, in your own opinion, what is the single best like game move that you guys made to say like, okay, that's the move that got me here, like to the finale. Like that's the move that I can stand behind and I'm very proud of, and I did that, and I'm here, and I'm happy. And what is that move for you guys both?
Yeah. I can go first, or if you know.
Okay.
I mean, the move that got me to the end, honestly, is using the double POV on both Laura and Teddy. I knew Christine, Leah, and the other side of the house was completely coming for both of them, and they were two of my strongest allies. And as Laura's been saying, she needed others to show cards in order for her game to move forward, and I was that person that used those cards in order for her game to move forward, and that move was the catalyst for my game, of where I was showing people exactly where I stood and who I was with. Yet, after that, it took X amount of cycles for me to get on the block, and then for me to even just be mentioned as a target to go home. And I think that's what really was the game-changing move for me, because I wasn't afraid to use a double POV pre-jury, right? The jury wasn't even formed yet, but I was not willing to lose those two allies because I knew there were other people in the game that were willing to target them. I could go behind the excuse of that they both have kept me safe when they have had power, and could still stay in this game as someone that is good with as many people in the game that's left, while still showing my cards and knowing that I would not be targeted for many more cycles in the game. And I think that's what really solidified me getting here. In this end, could build my trust completely with Laura. She never turned her back on me after that. And without her, I wouldn't have been able to, we both relied on each other so much in this game in the end. And that solidified our relationship by me saving her, and because I already trusted her. And I think that was the game, my move to get here.
Okay, mine, it wasn't any flashy power move, but I think it's what set me up for success later in the game, is once I learned of the Christine, Shorty, Shad, Leah, and Dante alliance, I knew that side would be solid because they hadn't betrayed each other. They had worked well together, they had a common factor, whereas the other side was broken, especially after the verbal noms. We had issues between Herb and Jeremy. We had issues between Teddy and Herb. We had issues, a little bit of trust loss between Herb and Jake to an extent, because he had been in that alliance without any of us. And I had went into work to try to solidify those relationships and try to get them talking to each other again, and to try to kind of burn bridges at least for a couple rounds, so we could kind of dismantle some of that alliance and break it up a little bit. And in the end, that strengthened some of the relationships, where I was able to make a Final Four that got us to a Final Four. We all had agreed on it. It wasn't my pitch. Herb and I had kind of talked about it, and I went to Jake and I went to Shorty and said, do you guys want to do this? And from there, we made a run for the game together. So it's not anything super flashy. It was just making sure the right people talk to each other at the right time.
Again, you guys played an awesome game. Great answers, and
thank you.
Good luck, both of you guys.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Bye.
Thank you, Leah. Shorty, you're up next. Or she told me to tag her. Herb, are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. Shorty's here. Shorty, you can go.
Okay, first and foremost, I really love both of you guys. I'm going to say that if I had not had that connection with Laura prior to this game, my game would have been totally different. I never play both sides of the house whenever I'm playing. However, because of my connection with Laura, I had to stick to that day one. If I wasn't with Laura, Shad, Dante, and Leah, and then following would have been Herb, those were my people. I really, really felt super connected to Shad, super connected to Dante, and that, like, I liked them so much. And then once I heard, Dante was talking, I was just like, I still had to keep my loyalty to Laura because that's just how I play. So had I not had that, I wouldn't have done the whole 2-house thingy. You can ask production. I never played this way, but it happened. Jake, I fell in love with you. One, you were gorgeous. Mitch, I'm super sad that Teddy is not real because he was super gorgeous too. But Jake, I fell in love with you. You have a really, really good social game. I wanted you out, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I know.
You put me up first, but I don't know why, I just loved you, and also Laura loved you, so I couldn't really do that. I just wanted to keep working with you. So there's that. You did really, really good. You won all these, comps, and you did all of that. So that was great. Laura, I spilled my whole game to her. That's just how I am if I have a final 2 with you. It was day 1. She was my first final 2. I felt kind of forced into a final 2 with Leah, but I told Laura about it. I let Laura know all my game moves prior to, and again, like I said, had I not had that connection with Laura, Shad and Dante, I really liked our connection, and it is what it is. I get it's a game. So Laura, I really don't have a question for you both. I don't. We made that anxious fox, and you guys
ate it up.
You guys did amazing. I feel like I feel like I did the best. This is probably the best org I ever played, like game wise for myself, because I made it to Final 4. So
you were wheeled out too and not voted out. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's true too. But without saying who I'm going to vote for, I want to say you guys really both have a chance, and I'll say why you both have a chance. Laura, you were my final 2 day 1. I know you outside the game, and so I want to give you my vote because my loyalty was there from day 1. But also hearing some of your game moves, I'm kind of like, well, I kind of feel like I told you every single thing that I was doing, and I didn't really get that back from you. But that being said, Jake, you won so much shit. And again, like you said, nobody took shots at you. I wanted to, but I liked you so much, and then also we had formed that alliance. So because of my loyalty, I wasn't going to turn my back on you. I wasn't going to do that. Even in the back of my head, I was like, this kid, win over me. And had I maybe been sitting with you, I still feel like you would have won over me. So was that a good move? Because a lot of people tell me, oh, you got to take Jake out, but I liked you too much. So you both played awesome games. You both are amazing. And that's all I have to say. Best of luck to both of you guys, and we'll see who has my vote.
Yeah. Congrats on the $30 as well.
Oh, yeah. For that $30.
Both the POBs when I was HOH.
All right, Herb, you're next. Or Jesse.
Dapper.
Yeah, everybody has said everything at this point. So, I like adaptability. That's what I love about this game, is rolling with the punches. And as a fan of Big Brother, Survivor, all that stuff, that's what I love about it. And I think you both did a really good job. By my perception of your pitches, it's who was going out, making the connections more important, or laying back and strategically sending someone out more important. That's basically what you guys are saying, right? So I think the jury needs to kind of just review that and vote with what they think the better gameplay is that way. As far as questions, I really didn't have any, but this is for $250. What are you going to do with the $250 if you win?
Let's see. Well, Kristen can confirm this, since I gave away half of it in my DR. I said, you better donate the half that I gave away to charity. So I will continue with that and it's just a better move. I don't need it. I didn't play for the money. I played for the game. So that's probably what I'm going to stick to at the end of the game. And then buy a lot of coffee because I need that too.
Well, I do $250. I mean, again, I play these games to meet people and to challenge myself and try and win. The money's nice in the long run. But I would probably invest in a plane ticket to go visit a friend that I've made in the community that I would like to really meet, and they live pretty far away. And so that's what I would do with it.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I got. I think everybody covered everything in great detail. You guys did pretty great. I'm definitely not a butthurt jury or nothing like that. So just, I am torn on who to vote for right now, but because, yeah, I don't know. You both played really good, but I will definitely be voting for gameplay, not my heart. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Herb.
Yeah, you betcha.
All right. Well, that's it. We've heard from all our jurors. This is your last opportunity to plead your case. Before they all cast their vote to evict, there will be 9 votes cast, so you need 5 to win.
You also just said vote to evict, I'm pretty sure.
Vote to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long night.
Laura starts, because I started for the original speech.
Okay. You know, at this point, we've kind of talked to it until we're blue in the face, and I think you can see that Jake and I played 2 very different games. Like I said, I kind of researched, I watched this org, I knew it was I didn't know exactly the comps that were going to come, the twists that were going to happen, but I knew Christian makes you show your cards. That I knew. And I know my personality, and when I connect with somebody, I connect with them deep, and I cannot play a game where I have to stab people in the back. Like, and the people that were working with me can attest that we had a really strong relationship. But the ones that we didn't, I had to make sure I had people that I could knock out of comps, that if someone threw a comp because they didn't want to show their cards, I had nominations to make all the way up until, like, Final 6. I had always 2 to 3 people I could nom that I was not aligned with. I did not overextend myself. I stayed loyal to those that I promised my loyalty to and protected them all the way up to Final 4, where I was almost pretty confident that I could make it through, and each of those and those 4 would take me to Final 2. That's why also I didn't have a problem throwing HOA or risking keeping my noms the same to make sure one of the 2 people I wasn't good with left. Why I didn't feel bad not competing in HOH, because I was pretty sure I was staying anyway, regardless of which of the 4 or 5 at that point won. But it's a game where we played 2 completely different games, so as jurors, you need to decide what type of game style you like and what's going to decide the winner of this game. So I'm just asking for your vote, and I'm asking that you heard me out based on the game that I played. And thank you, Jake, for giving me the opportunity to explain a game that not a lot of people can see.
Thank you, Laura. Jake?
Yes, Laura, you played a great game. I loved being able to create this relationship with you from this game without even really ever talking beforehand, and this was a great experience with you. To the jury, I play these games to create relationships and meet new people and challenge myself in the long run. My conversations with people are 100% genuine when it comes to personal and anything about getting to know each other. When it comes to gameplay is when I try to figure out what's best for me to move forward. And I think how you've all brought up being adaptable, showing cards, having social connections, being good at comps, and being the shield that everyone said that needed to be evicted but was still never targeted, I think really sums up my game as playing the best game in this Final 2. I mean, I adapted to everything that was thrown twist-wise. I had strong relationships when Heaven and Hell happened. I adapted to being with only three of the 5 others that I was close with in Heaven. And then I got sent to Hell, and I used my connections from before the split to advance my game further. I was most likely the first person to really show their cards in this game, and the cards that were shown were against a few big players in the house, and I was still not targeted. I came back every day after I burned someone and built these social connections up so that they would not come back and target me. The best thing is Shorty. I nommed her in cycle 3 of this game, and we decided to be in a Final Four alliance together and get to the end because I knew she was a strong player and we could get past our bullshit that we had, which wasn't even bullshit, it was just that we weren't able to talk. And everyone keeps saying that to take Jake to the end, he's like, it's a stupid move, but you guys still didn't put me up and evict me. And I just think of myself that was as being used as a shield to get information and use it and to show the cards and make the moves in order to get my Final Four alliance to the end. As I told them, I would be happy with any 4 of them winning. But I would hope that the person that wins out of it right now is me. And it's nothing against Laura or what the game she played. We'll still be great friends after this. And it's just my plea to you to vote for me because I think I was socially skilled in this game. I did well in comps. I think others have summed it up very well for me as well, is that just the way I connected with people was very unique in this game. And I think that just speaks for itself. And I hope to have your vote. And if not, no hard feelings. And I hope to continue relationships after this game. Except with Mitch, because Mitch is always the first person I evict in every org, and I can't believe I was in an alliance with that bastard.
All right, we've heard from both of you. Now it lies in the jury. So, jury, what we're going to do is we're going to give you 7 minutes to send in your votes for a winner. Remember, you are voting for a winner. You're not voting to evict. And before we reveal the votes, we'll do our little outfit contest, and we'll reward a winner. So, yeah, go ahead. We'll give you guys 7 minutes. And one of y'all do time, Sarah or Lisa.
Can I get a drink?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't need it anymore, right? Thank you.
Yeah, you said 7 minutes.
Yeah, and just ask the jury.
Don't look.
Jury.
Okay.
The shorts were showing too much.
Hayden, did you are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
In a minute, we're gonna have like several people show us their outfit. Could you do a vote, or like, could you do like I don't know what it's called, a survey, or like a
Twitch poll?
Yeah, like a Twitch poll.
Yeah.
For the people that have the costumes, and for them to vote for a winner.
Oh, Christine's no longer in her gold thing, in her gold dress. Oh, no.
No, I switched it to a different booby dress. It's in this one. I switched from the sparkly one to the other one. I was like, I'm crying. If you'd like to meet me out here, I can go change. Hold on. Just not gonna cry over here for a second.
Laura, did you look at Thighs, Lies, and Allies recently?
No, I haven't looked at that at all.
Guess what Pandora box was?
What?
It was me.
It was you?
And Curly. And you're all in duos. And Curly and I are a duo.
Whoa, all of us here are in Thighs, Lies, and Allies except for Christine and Christian.
Wait, why is Chris in my DR? That's weird.
He's production, I think.
Is that better? Does everyone think I'm drunk now? Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Oh no, I've seen all the shit that I went through in the text messages on Twitch, and I know exactly how I feel about orgs now. Anyways, this is my one of my fancy dresses.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mute myself so I'm not crying.
Let's see. Wait, so what am I putting for the poll options? It also gives me a max of 4 people on the poll, by the way. So.
This isn't even the right dress.
Okay.
This is
give me 1 second while I count myself. I know Jake has on an outfit.
I do.
Christine has on one. Shorty and Herb, I think.
So wait, so Jake, and it's just like who has the best outfit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who has the best outfit, and then options. Sorry, one more time with options.
Herb, Jake, Christine, and one more person, Shorty. But don't post it yet. Let me get all the votes out.
Okay.
Oh, Jeremy
actually,
should have been
it lets
in
me
there
put
with those,
5.
like-
Let me put 5 options, so we can do a 50.
Oh yeah, Jeremy. Jeremy, are you going to show your outfit?
Wait, who's voting on this right now?
The viewers. Yeah.
Oh, the ones that hate me for like asking more questions. Cool. Well, I've changed my outfit to another like mostly booby one, but
Sarah and Lisa, can y'all help me put the votes on?
Let's see. Megan cheered 100 bits, said After Hours Alliance really made it. Thank you, Megan. Jayla cheered 100 bits, said hiss.
Wait, where did you put this?
Huh?
Where did you put this vote?
It's in the Twitch stream.
It will be in the Twitch stream. I'm just gonna read some bits messages first too, and they're figuring something out.
Oh, they're not gonna like me because I asked Laura questions.
So thank you, Jayla, for 100 bits there. Let's see. Did I miss some? Raymar said love legit for 3 bits. Thank you, Raymar. Ashley T said love this final two of the best I played with. Thanks so much, Ashley T, for 26 bits. Clavo cheered 5 bits, said hot F2, great job, Jake and Laura, with the heart emoji. Thank you, Clavo. And Megan cheered 100 bits, said hey, no, I want to be your duo. Thanks, Megan. Duo in like in the Thighs, Lies, and Allies. I think I'm duos. Pacey is my duo, unless you're talking about something else.
I don't even know who the duos are. Oh.
Sorry, I just wanted to, like, I was muted and was like, oh, did you change it to Showdown finally?
Oh.
I did, I love you. I read your book.
Oh, thanks, Christine. How'd you like it?
That was like almost like a year and a half ago. It's been so long. It was good. It's short. It's fucking short.
Yeah, it's like 100 pages. Yeah.
No, Hayden, you're with Mitch. You're with Mitch as your duo.
Oh no, it got changed.
Wait, what? What happened?
They calculated my score wrong, or no, they messed up on the scores.
Yeah.
Oh well, my duo wasn't made by a score. It was made via a DM.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, it's okay. I was only asked at 9 p.m. to play it, so don't worry. Herb, it took me forever to realize you had facial hair. For some reason, I thought you were like this gangly like twink in Canada in oil land. And then I saw your picture, and I'm like, oh, he's a burly mountain man.
No, literally
Please
saying.
tell me when you come to Vancouver. I was like, my favorite was, when do you say you were drinking like Delmore like 4?
Delmar 15, yeah.
And then Jake's like, what's that? And I'm like, I literally wanted to flip my desk. I'm like, it's very expensive whiskey. It's so good.
Oh, so I don't drink any liquor that puts hair in your chest.
Yeah.
Because it's
That
gross.
makes sense. I don't know where he is in the thing. No.
Christine, can you check your DR?
This way. Yeah.
Christine.
Christine.
Yo.
Can you go to your DR?
Yes. Are you telling me how much the people in thing hate me? Because I'm afraid to vote. Where am I voting?
Your GR.
You're voting for a winner.
Of the outfit thing?
No. The winner of Showdown.
What the whole? I didn't do that already?
Sienna cheered 100 bits. Said Jake voting you up first in Thighs, Lies, and Allies.
Sienna, I can't even vote Sienna out because she's with Nolita. How could you ever vote Nolita out of anything?
Sienna's not with Nolita anymore. She's with
Oh,
me.
never mind. Oh, fuck Mitch. Mitch and Sienna? Target number 1.
Mitch is immune.
Yeah, I'm immune first round, but good way to play your cards, you idiot. Maybe pay attention.
Hey, didn't you hear this whole thing? I show my
Hey,
cards.
I did my rankings alphabetically, and I called Mitch Teddy just so I could rank him first.
All right, Shorty, are you here?
Teddy gets something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You still want to participate in the costume out contest, right? Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me come. Oh, wait.
All right. So Christine, only people we need on camera is Jake, Herb, Christine, and Shorty.
I didn't need me on camera. I'm crying because of how many people are in the chat.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have to do the costume contest. Okay. All right. Laura, can you take yourself off camera? I just want the viewers to be able to see the people that are in the costume contest. That video. Hayden, can you just Herb, Shorty, and Jake?
And my teardrop because, you know, I had to evict somebody.
So just Herb, Shorty, and Jake?
Lisa Lester,
Jeremy's not here.
What?
And Christine's not in her costume, so it's just going to be these three.
Okay, so...
And
Rainbow.
Viewers, vote for the person that you think showed up today in their best showdown attire. So the winner's going to get
to battle as a gay.
Sorry, what are the options? Jake and Herb and
Shorty. You can do it on the Twitch stream if you want to. But yeah.
I already said, I love you, Herb, but I already said Shorty looks like Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She's in.
So-
amazing. You look so happy.
All right.
That poll is in the Twitch chat now.
Thank you.
Let's see. Jake slightly in the lead, but not by much. It's 5 votes for Jake, 4 for Shorty. Let's see. 8 votes for Jake. Oh, now Herb's in the
Because I got
lead.
out of the sparkly one. That's because
Herb, Jake, Shorty is the order currently. Herb and Jake tied. Herb back in the lead. Jake and Shorty tied. Oh, Shorty in the lead
If you don't
now.
vote for me, it's homophobic.
Oh my god.
It's really going back and forth here. Shorty's still in the lead.
Wow.
Don't say that because I said that if everyone voted for me, that I just donate the $25 to something supporting everyone in the Ukraine. So, where is that going, honey?
Shorty's still in the lead. Jake, then Herb, and then...
Shorty won money.
Congrats, Shorty. You won the poll.
Shorty! Shorty, that puts you at
more money than I. She's gonna win more money than I do, and I get second in this.
Shorty,
I honestly don't care about the money. It's okay.
you get a $25, so that puts you at $55.
But what does
So-
second place get?
In this game, $50.
Oh.
So
And-
yeah.
and thank you-
won more than sixth place.
I thought you meant in the money thing. It's like, is that like when Jake asked if someone stripped online, like how much money we would get? Because I will strip for the Ukraine guy.
And thank you, Allie.
One person gets a nip slip.
Okay, so let's do just Jake and Laura now, or whoever else wants to be on here, but we'll get Laura back on camera because we're going to reveal the winner.
Okay. Oh, wait, I just want to say thank you, Allie, who contributed 150 bits to the poll. Mitch, who contributed several thousand bolts. Sorry, it goes away, so I had to say that quickly, but it's gone.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Herb's still here.
All right. We'll do them in the order.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Wait, good luck, Laura.
Good luck,
You killed
Jake. You did too.
We'll
like,
do
I
it in
can't
the
be
order.
mad with either of us winning. So.
Yeah, it's true. Two very deserving winners. So we will go in the order that they were evicted. And we'll start with Teddy. Teddy has cast his vote to evict, or winner. He has cast his vote for a winner for Laura. So that's one vote, Laura. Christine has voted for Jake to be the winner of Showdown Season 5. David has cast his vote for Jake to be the winner of Season 5. Shad has cast his vote for Jake to be the winner of Season 5 of Showdown. So that's 1 vote Laura, 3 vote Jake. Moving on to Legit. Legit has voted for Laura to be the winner. That's 2 votes Laura, 3 votes Jake. Next we have Jeremy. Jeremy has voted for Laura to be the winner. That's 3 votes Laura, 3 votes Jake. Leah has cast her vote for Jake to be the winner. That's 4 votes Jake, 3 votes Laura. You need 5 to win. Shorty has cast her vote for Laura to be the winner of Showdown Season 5. So with a 4-4 vote, it all comes down to Herb. And Herb has cast his vote for Jake to win
Congrats,
Showdown
Jake.
5.
Oh my god, thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Jake.
Thank you, everyone. Laura,
Congrats
you
to both
played
of y'all.
amazingly, and I'm so happy that that vote turned out how it was because we played so well together, and I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
you guys did amazing, both of you, and congratulations,
Thank you,
Jake.
everyone. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh my
very
God.
well game played.
Good job, Jake.
And good job to you, Laura, 2nd place. That was amazing.
Oh my god.
Y'all both, y'all just destroyed, and y'all did really good. So, kudos.
You can see how much I'm breaking out because of this game. Oh my god.
Awesome
Thank you so
gameplay,
much for
y'all.
having me.
Yeah.
Great
Throughout the
job.
whole
Good job.
game, y'all kept telling us in production that you're final 2, and y'all are going to get there, and y'all been into the final 2. So, congrats to y'all, and congrats, Jake, to you for winning. That was awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
But I'm sure everyone feels this. It is getting late.
Yes.
So, we're going to go ahead and shut it off. Thank you, Hayden, for so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, congrats, Jake. Congrats, Laura, 2nd place too.
Thank you.
I'll read the final bits messages and then I'll end it off if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Megan cheered 100 bits. Said Jake and Laura love you. Thank you, Megan, for 100 bits there. And let's see, Megan cheered 100 bits. Said Jake, baby. Thank you, Megan. And Clavo cheered 5 bits. Said congrats, Jake. Thank you, Clavo. Jayla cheered 100 bits. Said congrats, Jake. Love you, Laura. Thank you, Jayla. Randy cheered 7 bits. Said congrats, Jake, and love you, Laura. Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much, everyone. And Clavo cheered 5 bits. Said great job, Laura. Love you. Christian cheered 500 bits. Thank you, Christian. And said congrats. Thank you so much, Christian. Really appreciate it, everyone. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And Sienna cheered 6 bits. Said congrats to both of my allies with a heart emoji. Thank you, Sienna. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it.
So Jake, Laura, Teddy had secret missions to do, by the way, and he completed most all of them, and he earned $35 too. So, 3 of y'all, as well as Shorty, send me y'all's cash app, and yeah, we'll send y'all
Thank
money.
you so much.
Congrats. Thank y'all for coming.
Great Showdown.
Love having y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah,
And
Jake.
Thank you, thank you.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Congrats.